to the No Practice Podcast, where we cover the only sport in the world where there is no practice. With your mini rod driving host, Adam Kester, Tyler Slaw, and Chase Richardson. Strap in for some debates on the world of pulling, exclusive special guests, and a whole lot of nonsense BS. The No Practice Podcast starts now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another rip-roaring edition of the No Practice Podcast with myself, Tyler Slaw, Adam Kester, and Chase Richardson. We are going to recap some topics from past episodes. We're going to talk some nonsense and pulling. We're going to put Chase on the interruption board, and we're going to talk pro stocks with Mr. Russ Hilderbrand. Gentlemen, how are you doing this evening?
Go ahead, Adam. Promote your motors. Go ahead and get started on that.
Wow. Why don't we just yell in the microphone?
Is that loud? Sorry.
A little bit.
It's a little loud, but we're
a little bit.
Okay, so
It's
Just a little hostile today. I apologize, guys.
That's all right.
okay.
That's
You
all
must
right.
have, you must have got a new microphone from a Burger King Happy Meal by the sounds of it.
I feel like there's always some problem with something I'm doing this podcast, so maybe y'all need to find someone else to do it with.
No, we enjoy having you here. It gives us somebody to vent on. It is crisping up a bit. It's sounding a bit better, so we can hear your sultry tones clean now.
I think the dude that was adding the smoke to the intro there, he probably fixed your audio for you.
Yeah. Well, I think it's fair to say that, you know, we put on a front that we really like each other, but, you know, there's some big things happening behind the scenes for the No Practice Podcast. We're currently in negotiations, the three of us. We're kind of torn because we have a nice sponsorship package in front of us, but it's very conflicting because, you know, Adam has Shell, doesn't want to, you know, conflict that. Tyler thinks this podcast is all his because of the rule changes. And, you know, I'm just here to spread it with everyone. So we have a nice opportunity that we're trying to negotiate. We got lawyers involved now to figure out how we're going to split these sponsorships three ways. But I'm optimistic that we can work together to reach a solution. Maybe we can get more sponsorships than NTPA and Pro Pulling League for this.
Now, Chase, don't hurt anyone's feelings. No, come on. Adam, what you been up to lately, sir?
Just working like crazy, man.
How many motors are currently being put together in your shop, not including your own?
So 2 complete engines, which are basically brand new everything, down to basically hooking up a fuel line and a couple wires, and they'll start. So I got 2 of those. I just built another brand new one it's finishing up, and then I have 6 other ones that I work on them in batches. So what I'll do, since it's just me, I get all the blocks ready, and then I'll put cranks in all together. So I'm constantly doing the same activity over and over and over and over. And then it gets a little tricky when I start doing rods and pistons, just because I can put about 3 sets together on my tables and then pop them in. But I'm I don't know, more of a production style when it comes to trying to get stuff put together. But
okay, so you know Chase and I are horrible at math. So skip the labor, give us the baby. How many engines do you have going together right now?
6, 7.
Come on.
9.
9? That's not
9
bad.
that I'm assembling right now. There's 2 that are really close that are ready just for starting to put parts in. No, actually 10. I take that back. I forgot one
Double
engine,
digits.
So. There's just 2 people that touch those, right, in that shop?
Yeah, I mean, Bob, he's been in and out. He went and raced a couple times. He was in Vegas. And he raced in they go to Pomona. They raced in Pomona. So he's gone out a couple times this year. They're gonna so he's been helping me. Yes, it's me. On Thursday, I get a 17-year-old kid to show up for 3 hours. And I've had him disassembling stuff and taking stuff apart and cleaning or whatever I can get out of him for 3 hours. But outside of that, it's just basically me and Bob. And Bob's 72, I do believe. And
I say it's all you.
Yeah.
No, I
that's-
don't want to be the woe is me, dude. I really need the help more than anything. But yeah, I got a lot of shit going on.
You know what's crazy?
Everybody wants to go like, okay, we're just now ramping up. Like Sullivan's Pool's coming up, right? In Kentucky, which we always used to go there. Tyler, I think you've been before. Chase, you've been there before.
Yep.
It's a really good central area. It's a good track. It's put on by pullers. They know what the hell they're doing. And they usually have a really good track to try stuff out on. Unfortunately, this year they're not having the mini rods, but there's a bunch of two wheelers that go to that. Like for anybody who doesn't know that event, you can go there and probably watch 30 of some of the best two wheel drives in the country in Kentucky. Here coming up, so
it raises a good point. You know, we started this in 1st of October, and it's crazy to think that is it this episode or next one? Like we're officially in pulling season, I think, because here, I mean, there's a pull this week, outdoor pull this weekend in Kentucky, TNT. I think it's Taylorsville, Kentucky, and then you mentioned the Sullivan pull, which is a couple weeks, and shit, it's here, boys. And I know you guys are going to the pull the weekend after that. So
yes, I'm looking forward to doing this show once pulling season actually hits. As much fun as it's been in the off season, I feel like once the season has started, the talking points and the stories are going to write themselves, no question. So it's going to be good. Speaking of racing, Chase, our last guest that we had on here, a racer himself, Mr. Stevie Fast Jackson. It was discussed that we might get him in the seat of a mini rod. Has that storyline been continuing? Tell us about that.
Yeah, we kind of challenged him. We're backed into a corner to show up to Chapel Hill, Tennessee, and pull. But he got back to me the next day and said he had a family vacation during that time. But the offer is on the table for him. If he ever wants to show up and drive, he can show up and drive. So I don't know if the no practice factor will weigh into him showing up, but I think he's pretty interested in trying out and doing it. And I think it would be it will definitely draw some eyeballs to see him. And I would say with enough practice, the guy will be pretty badass, just like he has been everything he's ever done. But we will keep you up to date. To this present time, there has been no confirmation on a date that he will do it, but the offer is on the table. So,
all right, well, you better keep hounding his ass and telling him he's got Kool-Aid pumping through his blood and he ain't nothing but a hot dog eater in the
hot dog eater, right?
Yeah. Until he comes and puts his ass in the seat.
Oh, I think we can probably get him in for a quick 5-minute follow-up as needed. So
yeah, you better keep the pressure on that guy.
We will.
Right.
We will.
And speaking of other topics to follow up on from previous shows, we've received quite a few Facebook messages regarding the phone call we made to Greg Randall, calling back to 4 weeks ago when we had the Bullingers on here, revealing their Allison powered modified tractor that had 4 871 superchargers on it. And we called Mr. Randall.
You broke the internet with that too, by the way, guys, right? I mean, that thing went viral. It's we didn't. The Bullingers did. We just kind of revealed it.
It's pretty sweet looking.
Yeah.
It's very going to be very interesting. Steve has no idea what it's going to do when he pushes the throttle forward, and I mean, there's unlike no other, man.
So everybody was asking me, have you talked to Greg about it? Because we called him, we left him a voicemail 4 weeks ago, and I was just wondering maybe we should try calling him again. We had the opportunity 4 weeks ago to talk to Mr. Richwine, but we never touched a base with Mr. Randall here on the show about that.
And for anybody who knows, he's not a technical
he's not
director.
Not the proper person would probably be Mr. Marvin Epperson. We know that. However, we didn't get the open invite yet from Mr.
He's on your
Epperson.
Christmas card list, though, right? You and your dad's.
Oh yeah, we love Marv. We're good friends. We're happy to see him.
Send him a letter. Send him a letter and to get his feedback.
We're hoping eventually Marvin will extend the invitation for the open invite and phone call whenever we'd like, but we haven't gotten that yet. But we got it from Greg at the truck show. So I think, in all fairness, we're going to call Mr. Greg Randall up and touch base where we left off.
Phone calls the first 10 minutes of the show. This is going to be fire.
Well, I mean, I feel like we owe it to the people. We've had people reaching out, like, what did Greg say? Did he get back a hold of you? And maybe he'll stand us up twice and not answer
Your
us.
call has been forwarded to
Oh,
voicemail.
This guy. How about this?
I'm going to shoot him a text and say, give me a call. so hopefully he'll answer.
Okay, I got a good question for both of you. In the pulling world, you have one person to call, and they'll pick up. Who you calling?
What do you need?
Jerry Thompson. Jerry Thompson doesn't run a mini rod anymore, but anytime it's 2 a.m. and I'm 20 beers deep and I call Jerry Thompson, he always answers.
Every time.
Every time.
What about you, Chase? 60% of the time, every time. What is it?
Like, are we calling to get out of jail? Are we calling to?
That's up to you.
Fix a flat. If it's a
no, who do you know that's going to pick up?
If I have a flat tire on the side of the highway, I'm calling Adam Kessler.
Oh.
If I'm up at 2 a.m., I'm calling probably Adam Bauer, because you can't really understand what's probably being said if he is answering.
But he does answer.
Nothing's ever taken personal at that point, the night with that guy. By the way, shout out to him. He was our first guest ever, episode 2. It seems like a year ago, but holy crap. That was,
they say the new thing with the podcasting is cold calling people. Just call them out of the blue and see who these people really are.
The devil.
Speaking of Greg.
Let's hear it.
Hey, Greg, are you there?
Hey, Tyler, how we doing?
I'm doing good. We got you live here on the No Practice podcast with Adam and Chase. How are you doing this
evening? Sounds like AI.
Well, not too bad. Just got off with one promoter group off a Zoom call, and I'm going to take another call here a little bit later just to talk about, well, actually, we're doing a video cast on NTPA now. We actually have 2 kind of lined up to go first and latter part of May.
Ooh,
so,
that's a good plug.
Are you trying to take us out of business, Greg?
We're trying to get that off the ground. So,
we saw your studio, Greg, and I got to say, you got to get like a Ron Burgundy style suit and maybe some leather bound books, because that looked Anchorman approved official right there.
He'll read anything you put on that teleprompter, and I mean anything. No, that's actually at Marion Tri-River Career Center, and those are high school students. Kind of their first stab at it. They were in competition. Our first attempt we thought was going to get it to the light of day a little faster than it did, but they've been great to work with. And of course, we're moving our world headquarters up in Marion at the end of this year, and we're hoping to do some collaborative work where they may utilize some space in our new office complex and work on some of our projects and work on some of their own. So,
well, excellent.
It's when you get younger people involved. I know Marvin Epperson working with him at UNOH, and so it's all awesome, you know.
Well, good deal. The main reason we called you, Greg, is we had called you 4 weeks ago, I believe, to touch base regarding the Bullingers, and understanding that's not technically your position, and we should be calling Marvin. Yeah. We haven't received that open phone call invite like you so graciously offered us at the truck show. So touching base with you, what's your gut feeling about that tractor? Because we're getting Facebook messages, people texting us, what did Greg say? Everybody was there for the voicemail. People want to hear it from you, what your gut feeling is.
I think it's cool looking. I really don't know a lot about it, except that he's got superchargers on there, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and so I know my oldest daughter's named Allison for a reason, so I got to be careful. But, to me, the thing that has really hurt Allison's over the course of the pulling, 50-plus years is the RPM range compared to the VH, and with tire technology and everything, they can hook up, drive it out. Once you hit that drop of the pan, the RPMs come down really fast. And I don't know if that putting superchargers on does much to that part of it. I think it's going to be, behind in against the V8s, particularly the 4-engine.
Well, it may be behind, but is it fair to say if it was up to Greg Randall, this tractor will be allowed to run in the modified class?
Didn't I say my daughter's name was Allison?
Well, but you did, but I mean,
but it's not up to me at all.
But if it was, Greg, theoretically,
I'd love to see it certainly. And can it run the unlimited? I don't know. That's
run
what you bring and hope to bring enough.
Surely it would run in the unlimited
podcast, not CNN. We need answers.
I was gonna say you just.
We could do the auxiliary superchargers in the mod class. We had the guy from Canada, the Randy Canadian. What was his? Trying to say it was Will's old out of Pennsylvania. That come from like 86, 87. That was a real hot lick in its day. and it could run. So I would think it would
Hey, Greg, I'm the oldest guy on this show, and I was born in '86. These guys don't know who that is.
Yeah, we don't know what that is, Greg, but we just want to hear from you. You would personally give it the green light, right?
Well, I just work on contracts and administration.
Nah, come on, Greg, give us an answer.
This guy's trying to sound like Roger Goodell. He's not going to answer it.
Well,
it's not up to me.
Well, we know it's not up to you, but you were the only one gracious enough to kind of give us. You know, the people are saying right now, Greg, they're accusing you of sidestepping. I would never do that, you know, but the comments are rolling in, you know.
That's okay. They haven't walked the landmines I have in my career.
No, well, no, come on. Well,
hey, I will tell you this. How about this? What about the light modified class and unlimited class? I mean, finally, fans may get to see people. I know they will get to see people changing from 2 to 3, you know, and maybe in the future, maybe 3 to 4. You saw Ferry Brothers do that at Toma a few years ago.
Yes.
Why not add a Grand National single engine mod?
Oh, did you hear that, Greg?
What's this now?
Adam was asking about it.
It's a mini modified.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Adam was being a smart ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Greg, one last question, and appreciate your time on the show.
Put the big tires on and stretch that frame out and put the second engine on. Footloose or something like that.
I bet we get some memberships out of it.
One final question, Greg.
All right. Chase is checking in with one final question here. Chase, what is it?
Did the No Practice podcast motivate the NTPA to produce their own version of a podcast, or would that happen any other time?
I'll be honest with you. We've been talking about doing that for a while. We really it's just more and more people are doing it. We've been doing an audio podcast for over a year that's been playing on Sirius XM on the Dale Summers show, or Steve Summers show. Dale was his dad, the Truck and Bozo. So, and we've talked about it, but again, it just has not seen the light of day until recent. And when we got working with that Marion Tri-Rivers Career Center,
I had heard that.
It really gave us some juice and some things to do there. So yeah, I mean, things are I think looking up. We are going to be announcing our increase in the year-end points. And
do you want to do it right now, Greg?
Between the two, I will just say this: between the two levels, it's going to be over $100,000 more dollars than last year. And we're still working on sponsorships. So we've got some class sponsorships, some additional divisional sponsors. So we feel really good where things are going. It's just like we're starting to run out of time, and we need support materials and all those things. But just at our board meeting Saturday, I put forth, hey, here's where I think we're at, and they said, good, go. And we're working on a newsletter. Should be coming out here the next day or two. In fact, I don't remember seeing that part in there. I got to talk with John to write that up in a very generalized way. But no, things are going well.
All right. Well, we're glad to hear it, Greg.
If you need your podcast numbers to go up, NTPA podcast, just bring us on.
Thank you very much for taking the call. And we want to see you with that studio setup. The people are demanding a Ron Burgundy style mustache, Greg. So you're gonna have to work on that.
We're gonna have to work on ours too, because our
I like Anchorman. That's good.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right. Well, you brush up on your Anchorman. We'll watch for that mustache, and thank you very much for joining us. Greg. All right, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.
All right, thank you.
See you guys. See you.
What a ballet of excellently dancing around whether or not he'd like to, think that should be allowed. But he did say he'd like to see it happen, so we will
at least he called you back.
Yeah, he did call me back, and we can't. I
want to know about these landmines that he was dancing around in his.
Nah, I think that was just a figure of speech. I don't think he has any landmines to dodge. I think everybody over there.
It's probably some dog laying some stuff outside of his camper at these pools. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I've heard those referred to as landmines all the time.
I think this is a good transition point, too, by the way. As we get going this summertime, us three said initially we're not going to do any podcasts once pulling season started, but obviously because of the fans and the people that you're tuning every week, we kind of feel obligated to keep it going. So if anyone has any ideas or anything they'd like to see come June through September, please send the suggestions our way. We want to, as Tyler said, I think there's a lot of fun that can be had if we keep this thing going to the summertime and create a new, organic opportunity to reach fans from another standpoint. Send over some ideas. We've had a couple promoters reach out, so everything's on the table. But we want to continue to keep having fun and cold calling people from NTPA when we can.
Yes, ideally we're going to be approached in person by the man Marvin Epperson, and he's going to give us the green light, that we can call him whenever we want. So instead of having to annoy Greg with these phone calls, we can hear it straight from the horse's mouth on what's going to be allowed and what's not. I think that'd be great for the people, and the people are asking for that. So we're going to cross our fingers we're lucky enough for that.
He sidestepped that better than Roger Goodell. Come on.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Are you Tyler? Let's talk pulling for a minute, man. Like, are you ready to go to the next pull, or did you move your feet back beside the headers, or what's the deal?
Well, I plan to. I'll be honest. We made that little change for the truck show there. Got our brakes back behind the rear motor plate, and it wasn't very comfortable, and it didn't feel very safe. So when the rules will allow it, we do plan to position our brakes back outside of the frame rails so that they're not wedged in between a transmission and a frame, and run them like that. And then at the select events that we are fortunate enough to participate in with the NTPA, we will move them back. That's my plan. So haven't done that yet, but it's going to happen. Just been working on, I broke a valve spring at the truck show. And so we got a pretty sweet new tool where you fill the cylinder with compressed air, and you can change out the valve springs without pulling the cylinder head off. And it's actually easier than using a valve spring compressor that's the C-clamp style. So for the engine nerds out there, that's been fun for me the last couple days using that. So
yeah.
How about you guys? You do anything since the truck show, getting ready for pulling season? Adam's got all three of his rods behind him there. Is everything ready, Adam? What are you doing?
No. Actually, this one right here, the red one, I'm doing some looking through the rear end. Just kind of haven't had much time to work on it. Honestly, been working on everybody else's stuff, trying to get it finished up. But I got the blower set on and sealed. I got actually the blower that I ran on the black tractor. It was a spare, so now I got my other ones back. Put my good one on, and yeah, we'll be basically ready to go here soon. So I got some tire work to do, stuff like that.
Chase, you got things ready or what?
My tractor, the truck show, was pretty well ready for the summer. After that, just hopefully there's no wagers on life-threatening chips in the future runs with that tractor.
Would you do that again? Would you take that wager?
100%, but I would make better decisions in my build-up prior to running. So I want to do it again with you guys. I will actually buy the chips. Yes, 100%. I want to do it again.
I recently got that statement bill, whatever you want to say, from our people at work that helped me.
Shipping department.
Yeah. What do you guys think it cost me to get that chip next day to Chase?
I'm gonna say
$55.
Adam, what do you think?
I'm gonna say, did you use an envelope or a box?
It was a box. It was a box. It was very well wrapped and it was very creative.
Very well packaged.
Had a lot of smart ass influence on it.
Depending from Michigan to Kentucky, I don't know. See, Louisville is a world hub of UPS for anybody that didn't know. So I'm gonna say $49.
$62.50.
What?
And let me tell you, some of the best money I ever spent to make sure Chase.
For anybody who doesn't know, I ship UPS daily. You can type in "Go Cowboys" as a promo code. I'm not a Cowboys fan.
Free rides, Adam. No free rides. You can't be promoting businesses like that until we have average.
No shit. That ain't.
No, I don't know. I don't know when us three will be running again together. Maybe, hopefully, we can figure that out in the next coming weeks. But I'm up for a chip challenge the next time the three of us. I
say we do it for push-ups.
Oh no, we're doing it
for push-ups. What are you just trying to pick on the fat guy here? What the hell?
No, Tyler, you can.
Push-ups only hurt for a minute. This hurt for a few days.
I say, Chase, seeing how you've already eaten one, for you to eat another one, that's really not that big of a deal. If you lose, you have to eat two, and if Adam and I lose, we have to eat one.
Look,
are we gonna level it?
I'll lose a lot, but if that
are we gonna tally it like the thing behind you? The more bets you lose, the more chips you got to eat.
I think that's fair. Would you be willing to Chase? Listen, if you're so confident you're not going to lose, would you be willing to take that?
Yes, I would.
You would.
Mm-hmm.
He's never losing again. You know why he's not losing again? Because he ain't gonna be driving here for a little while.
Why are you not going to be driving, Chase?
I'll be driving. I just don't know if I'll be driving the first couple events. I had a little accident. Yeah, dislocated elbow.
Okay, for those people listening to the audio only portion, Chase just revealed on screen that his elbow is in some sort of brace there. Chase, care to elaborate as far as the happenings that put you in that little situation? Or are you going to hit the Greg Randall button and dance around it?
No. I don't dance. It's like if you're driving through a green light, going through town, and somebody T-bones you, it's just wrong place, wrong time, right? That was just.
Is that what happened?
Bad timing.
So you were in a car wreck, huh?
No, but it was similar. It's similar. So.
Chase, I hate to say it, but you're dancing.
I'm not dancing. No,
you're dancing. Adam, he dancing? He's dancing.
It took place at a bar after midnight. That's about all I can say right now.
So you're going to sit there and tell me you were at a bar after midnight and it led to you being in an arm brace, and you're not going to sit here and talk about it, and you're also going to sit there and say you're not dancing? You're dancing.
Guy can't hold his booze. I mean, shit.
Yeah, you're dancing.
Yeah. I wish that was if I was way more boozed up, we wouldn't have got to this. The problem was I didn't have enough, I think. But
did you wreck an electric scooter? Because those have.
Tyler, can you come to Benson? I don't know if I'll be healed up by then. I think I got 8 more weeks. So
I could probably come to Benson. I don't know if we have a pull on top of that or not. So
I'll drive it. I'll run that son of a bitch in reverse right into the sled for you.
I know you will. That's why the operation is printed, but hopefully it heals up and I'll be all right. So,
well,
bitch.
What do we got here? Some images.
That's my armpit, the backside.
I'm glad to hear that's your armpit we're looking at.
Maybe we should put armpit on the pictures because it looks like something else. Chase, do you paint your fingernails? I mean, what's this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway.
Well, when you're done dancing around that story, Chase, and you're ready to tell us, we all look forward to that.
The good news is we have a 2-wheel driver run. I can probably drive that with my left arm, maybe. But
I feel like you could just reach across you and kind of run it forward with your left arm.
I don't know that class. That's a very highly competitive class where throttle control is important. But
yeah,
comes the fact. Do you know how many people ever use left-hand throttles?
I've actually thought about that.
Tim Engler did.
I was watching a throwback video. Was it Tim Engler? Did he use one?
Tim Engler ran a left-handed throttle. Yes, sir.
I mean, I don't.
You just rest your arm up on there, like on the steering wheel, and drive with your left hand.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, of course.
You really blew Chase's mind with that. That's the most speechless I've ever seen him, I think.
No. Shit happens.
All right. Well, moving on from that. Mr. Voorhees checking in saying, Chase, I know a good lawyer if you need one.
He might. We don't know. He's not talking.
His name's
for all the times he talks about this Adam button shit, he's the only one dancing around questions.
Yeah, he's dancing, Adam. We're gonna start calling him Dancing Chase.
I will tell you all when the time's right.
Okay, just admit you're dancing though.
I would call it
you're dancing.
Bumper grinding.
That's a style of dancing as far as I'm concerned. All right. Chase isn't going to tell us how he hurt his arm.
Were you hit by a portable stripper pole in the campground? I love that comment. I just saw that's awesome.
Were you hit by a portable stripper pole in the campground? Well, if this happened during Bowling Green season, that would be understandable, but it didn't. It's the off season pretty much. I like RJ checking in, wondering if CJ pushed you down. Hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah. Shout out to Billy Beers and Tyler and their porter pot escapades. But we got to get moving. We got
things to do. We've almost pissed away a half an hour.
Loose Cannon has more fans on here than Stevie Fast I think did last week. So let's get rolling because this guy's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. But I believe we have to run through a little segment here first called the Man, I Wish There Was Practice segment. I believe we've got a little bit.
The No Practice Podcast. Man, I wish there was a practice segment.
Oh my God!
Oh, wow.
Holy shit! There's 2 of them.
All right.
Cheers.
This video goes back to what was the year?
I think it was 99, I believe.
I know
It's,
that voice. I
it's
know that
99
voice.
or 2000.
It's
For anybody who doesn't know,
1999.
we are joined by Tyler's father, Bruce Slaw.
Yeah, Mr. Farmer Bruce, affectionately known. And we are
Bruce.
here 1999 in Bowling Green. Let's play that video and let's see how this goes here. So we see Bruce leave the line with his 3-engine tractor. Things are going good. Track's a little dusty. He makes his pass, gets to the end. Things are slowing down. He pulls back on the throttle, and the motors just keep running and running and running and running. And the tires are spinning, and the RPMs are singing, and smoke is flying. The tires are burning off. Dust is flying. And finally, it comes down to an idle, and we see the tractor just covered with dirt and oil, no doubt, motor damage. Bruce, Farmer Bruce, father, dad, walk us through what happened there 25
What
years
the
ago.
hell happened? What the hell happened?
Well, I'm forgetful, so that's going back quite a while. But from what I remember, right, is Mallory came out with a new ignition, and there were 5 of them made that I know of. 2 of them went to a drag racer, Brian Knox at Sassy Racing Engines at the time. Did a lot of work with him, and we got the other 3 and we put them on. And what we found out was at a higher RPM, even though the kill switches were pulled, they did not shut off. So one of them ended up running, basically threw all the rods out of it. Brian Knox, you can see him at the end there, run out on the track, and he ended up jerking one of the coil wires off. And then the RPMs came down enough where it actually did kill it. But it was an excitement. That was an adventure. Put it that way.
Yeah, you hear some kind of noise there at the end. Those aren't fans cheering. That's Bruce crying for what just happened.
Yeah, probably. That was a pretty expensive run. But if you're in this game long enough, I mean, it's going to happen. But really at the end, right there where you hear, I mean, that's at the point where you know that you fucked up. The kill switches don't work. So what else is there? There's fuel shutoffs. I was not smart enough or didn't think about pulling them. If I would have pulled them, probably would have detonated, blowed a couple blowers up.
You would have definitely tore up the engines.
But it was not good.
So do you think it was a good move not pulling the fuel shutoffs because you didn't detonate the motors, or do you think the damage would have been less intense had you just pulled the fuel shutoffs?
Well, when you got all the rods basically thrown on the ground out of the one motor, I think burst panel would have been a lot easier and some studs to fix in the manifold.
That was a polite way of him telling me that was a pretty stupid question. I don't know if you guys heard that.
You know, it's amazing. That track must have been hard enough that it didn't
the tractor was basically doing a burnout. And once again, look at Brian Knox coming over the cement pylon there and approaching that beast while it was running wide open. He just headed right into the chaos and did that. I've personally never
I did see him pull his jeans up one time as he got over the fence, though.
That is a staple move, no doubt. Yeah, for sure.
Gotta love Brian. That's an inside joke, but no, that's pretty amazing that it ran as long as it did. I mean, no engine's gonna stay together.
What ended up happening there is Stone ended up getting, it was still in there at this point, even when it was getting pulled off. The Stone was in linkage by the butterflies up in there and ended up holding the throttle open a little bit against the stops. And all I did was pull back on the throttle. Like I said, I should have just pulled the fuel shutoffs and things would have shut off. But I was, I guess, green then. Probably still am.
People wonder why we don't need another multi-engine tractor. In a mini rod, you can never throw all 8 rods out on the track and have things just keep running and running and running and running. Isn't that right?
Right about the mini rod not being able to throw all 8 rods out, or a multi-engine vehicle?
I don't know. Well, you guys
mini rod can definitely throw all 8 rods out. Unfortunately, my first season of mini rod pulling, I probably did more damage than Bruce did in that one video we just featured him in. But
you guys did that in three back-to-back runs.
Yeah,
it was. You guys were on a string there for a minute.
Was there any parts reused from those engines at all? Do you recall?
Yeah, a couple of them or whatever I didn't even take apart, and we had to be at. Oh, you know what? It was up
I
in,
was gonna say a couple of them are on Tyler's mini rod.
and then yeah, pretty much. We had I can't think of it where that pole was at, but we had to be there the following weekend, and we ended up going there, and then we found the one motor I never really took apart, and I found out the head gaskets were pushed on it, so I just went out there and bumped the sled.
Well, hard to believe the head gaskets were pushed off that. Dad, Mr. Voorhees checking in here saying Bruce needs a mod again. Bill, Bruce agrees. I think I am the only influence that is keeping him from having one, because I honestly want no part of that whatsoever, hence that little video there. So RJ checking in saying, Bruce, I have a multi-engine tractor I would sell you, built by an old farmer in Michigan.
RJ, I asked you last year how much for it. You never gave me an answer, so it's on you.
Oh, boy.
Not a very good salesman there, RJ. That's the one thing you're known for. What are you doing? But seriously, don't give him a price on it. So
yeah, I think you're in cahoots with the kid, but
yeah.
I don't know. I'm having fun in the mini class. It's definitely not a fat guy's class like I am.
So I just gotta say,
get back into multi-engine mod again. Maybe someday I will.
Yeah, Brad Walkoff says it's not for sale, but Bruce, in 1999, that was a new tractor for you because you'd pulled mini rods before that, right? And that was kind of the step back into it. You went into the mods then, right?
Correct. And then I ended up 99 is the first year I ran the mod, I believe. I ran on 2-engine on the region, and then my triple on the Grand National, and then in 2001 I sat out. Well, divorce, basically everybody knows that. And then 2002 I came out with the 4-engine, and then in 05 I came out with the 5-engine mod. And then
the 4-engine was the 4-engine, was those crank to crank?
Yes, they were.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So in your mind, you've kind of ran them all. You've run many, mod 2, 3, 4, 5 engines. What do you believe is the best way of tying the engines together? 2 gearboxes, 1 gearbox, forward rotation, reverse rotation. What do you think? What's the?
I think, to be honest with you, it'd be probably, if I had to go in it again, I'd do a 4-engine. I would probably put the gearbox in the middle like I finished with, and I would do 2 of them left-hand rotation, 2 of them right-hand.
All down low, correct?
The ones that in it know or whatever, and I'd take the motors on the left-hand side of the chassis. I'd stick them out probably 3.5 inches further, and then the front left would be a left-hand rotation, and then the next to it would be a right-hand, and vice versa around.
Yeah, it sounds like a terrible idea, Adam. Don't get these gears turning.
I think there was a point in time you talked about having a 3-engine mod, which is questionable if these tires and stuff that we have now, the sleds, the way they pull, if you could do it with 3, but you talked at one point in time about 3 engines side by side on the front, huh?
No, Adam, I think we got
to. That was for the that was for the Light Unlimited class. They were going to talk about that, and I was going to put 3 motors right on the nose. I was going to run a valve cover to valve cover to valve cover, and then they were going to hook to the. They were going to hook to the gearbox, and I was only going to have 1 clutch behind the gearbox. Yeah. In fact, it's all drawn on a computer.
Hey, don't worry. You don't
Adam, we're having some issues with your microphone there. We can't really understand you anymore. You'd better.
There just came a tractor up for sale here. I think it's got Hemis on it.
None of that. So no multi-engine nonsense, Dad. We just let you relive why multi-engine tractors are bad, and nobody likes owning those because things go horribly. So. Thanks for coming on. It was a pleasure to have you.
Sorry, me out of here. All right. Well, if I leave, then I got time to get on the phone to call RJ if he's on for sale.
RJ is very busy watching a podcast, Dad. He doesn't have time to take phone calls. So,
he's got time. He'll answer my call, but
I think he's actually he's on vacation, so might have some international rates on that phone call.
I seen that he had was pulled over by the cops.
Yeah,
you said a way to start a vacation, so it sounds like something I would have. So, but good talking to you guys.
Thanks
Bruce.
For all the fans. Come and see us this summer. We'll have a mini there again. Not a multi-engine. But we ain't saying that for next year.
Okay.
Naps are for sale. Just saying.
I know.
Cool. Thank you for coming on, Bruce.
Good seeing you
All right.
guys.
See you
Thanks,
guys.
Dad.
We got an impatient guest waiting backstage. I think they're tired of us dragging them on. I told them we're running 10 minutes behind, but when you get Bruce on the mic, you can't kick him out. So if everyone's all set, I think this is the highlight of our show now to bring our special guest, Mr. Russell Hilderbrand, pro stock competitor, the loose cannon entry by high request and demand. Russell is joining us. Russell,
There he is.
can you hear us okay? Is everything going smooth?
Yeah. Is everything good?
Good.
Absolutely.
We can hear you. We can see you.
Everything looks great. And we're really excited about this next hour plus we got with you. You are the most requested person we've ever had for the No Practice podcast. I don't really know why, but no pressure on you at all. I'm sure it's all going to come out natural and organic. But seriously, though, it's a pleasure having you on. The pro stock class is a highly popular class, and I know you're a highly popular driver. So we're here to help spread the message of how badass this sport is and promote people like yourself. So welcome to the No Practice podcast, Russell.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. I want to thank Mike and Tate for let me ruin the show for you.
You're already setting your expectations. So
no, we're gonna have fun with it. The hell with it. That's the way That's what we're doing all this shit for, right?
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Russell, where are you based out of? Where's home for you?
We're in Connellsville, Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh. We're right along the mountains here in Connellsville, and then you can be up in the mountains in a half hour and get in trouble, or you can be in Pittsburgh in a half hour and get in trouble.
Well, you've got options.
Lifelong the Yinzer then, huh?
Yeah. So we've been here the whole time, and then we like it around here, but so
You don't ever get in trouble though, do you?
I haven't lately. It's a hell of a lot cheaper to stay the hell out of trouble.
I hear somebody off camera laughing pretty hard there, Russ. She might not quite believe you. When's the last time you got in trouble, Russell? Yeah. When's the last time you got in trouble? Come on.
You mean serious trouble?
I mean,
or
decent trouble. Yeah. Well, it's your definition of trouble.
Well, I've been in all kinds of trouble. But the earlier I was, in the early days, I was in a shitload of trouble. So,
but you met your wife and you walked a straight line, right?
Yeah,
with them Harley-Davidson fuel bikes, and it's pretty tough crowd. But it was a shitload of fun though.
Speaking of your wife, I hear someone in the background. Would you mind introducing your support there beside you?
Yeah, get her on here.
Oh wow. This is a family show now, Debbie. Let's make sure.
Kind of looks like that kiss cam there that was going around that.
Russell, I got to ask, how did you meet her?
Well, she had a chrome shop, and then I was fixing up this old Peterbilt that I had from drag racing at a tractor trailer, and then I called my friend up and I said, "Hey, where are you getting chrome for your truck?" He goes, "Go to Deb's Chrome Shop." So of course I went to Deb's Chrome Shop, and then I get up here and I forgot what the hell I come up here for. And next thing you know, I was married. So, when you go for chrome, you better watch what the hell you're, what do you want to do?
We met over 1.5-inch flange nut cut first, huh?
Oh, awesome.
Then we hit it off really well early, and then here it is 14 years later, and then she's got my back, and we've been 100%. Getting better and better pulling,
So take us through the timeline if you don't, obviously we know you as a pro stock puller. Kind of bring us up through your motorsports background, if you don't mind. Like, what type of racing did you get into? When did it move to the Nitro Harleys? And then how did that bring you to where you're at pro stock pulling today?
Well, I bought my first Harley in 1968. I still have it. And me and a couple of friends was riding around like wildfire, and then running around with some motorcycle gangs, and then we got into this Nitro Harley stuff, and then so I bought a Stroker Sportster from a guy that he welded the holes up on the block, and then we re-drilled the holes and put these big Deutsch burls on. So we had an 89-incher, straight modified, and then we started winning there, and then we got into the nitro, and I did that from 88 to 07, ran nitromethane.
From 88 to 07, that is a huge time span. What's the, I mean, obviously things have gone well for you when you did it, or you wouldn't have stuck with it for that long. Tell us about the time when things went bad, operating some of the most badass fueled vehicles you can have on two wheels, doing over 200 mile an hour.
Well, when we first got on a carbureted bike, I had a guy show me about it, and actually we took it out in the street, and he made me put all my suits on, all my shit on, and that's the first time I just heard wind going down the road on a nitro bike. It just went, and I was about a half mile away. They had to come get me. Then I was hooked for 20-some years, 25 years.
Tell him who it was.
Yeah, it was Kenny Overly. He was really good with it way back in the early days, and then he taught me the basics, and then I was addicted to it for that long.
That's awesome. Did you ever have a bad pass at the drag strip?
Yeah, when I was doing a burnout one time, I was number one qualifier, and I come out and ended up on my head out of the burnout, broke my thumb off. That's about the worst.
Because he said he was waving at all the pretty girls.
Hell yeah.
I thought I was getting good, and that thing kicked my ass. Yeah, you know how it goes, guys. When you think you're getting pretty good at something, someone's going to smack you in the head with something.
No, I've said that numerous times about a mini rod. Like, you get in there, and just when you think you know what's going to happen, it will show you something else. So, coming from a mini rod puller that everybody thinks really crazy, that isn't shit compared to a Nitro Harley. Like, can you walk us through the adrenaline rush? First of all, just being around the thing. I mean, you guys run what? Bulletproof vests, Kevlar vests? Because burn head gaskets. It could literally torch through your lung. Sure.
There it is.
That didn't come out till later, after a few people.
Right. Yeah, you did this before that, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were well into the. Then I didn't have enough money to buy the transmission, so we was running high gear bikes, and then I was running I got in the Fords and Sevens first with the first high gear bikes in the world, and then at over 180 and over 148 miles an hour, and then we got into the fuel injection, and then which that was, everything was manual, and the first bike was carbureted, and then it was a lot of fun. We were just tuning off the off the cord at the end of the track. At the time, everything was real basic and a lot of fun.
Right.
Like this tractor pulling, everything's manual. If it goes to all this electronic shit, I'd probably be done.
I agree with you. I mean, that's I totally agree with you on it. So, in from when you started to when you got out of it, how much do you think the horsepower levels changed in the 20-something years that you ran?
We were just talking about that. I was running 790s at like 180 mile an hour in a carburetor, 114 cubic inch bike. And then it started hopping off the ground at the end of the track. So we built a longer one. And it was bouncing through the traps. And then we built a longer one. And then so today they're running 680s. On TV with gas with a 6-speed.
Right.
So we ran one gear, at 680s over 204. So I figured we were around 600 horsepower, 500 or 600 horsepower.
And that's how many cubic inch to get 600 horsepower?
That was 150 cubic inches.
Nitro really is some badass stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, we had a little sign that said nitros for racing, no alcohols for drinking, and nitros for racing and gas for cleaning parts.
Someone just commented on that. I guess they must be one of your fans. Russ, you have a lot of fans. I've realized that the last 24 hours is when you announced your kind of podcast. There's been people like really, really jumping up and down ready to see you on here. So that's a shout out to you, and obviously we're privileged to bring you to our show here. Let me ask you this: to back up on the Nitro drag race. I have a friend that's involved in drag racing. I was casually talking to him earlier this week how, we have this guy, he's a pro stock puller, but he used to be a Nitro Harley racer. And he said, well, I can tell you right now, that dude's a crazy motherfucker. He said without knowing you. Not obviously, I don't want to say that, but there's something to be said from that from people in the drag racing circle. But how do you take how did the transition go from Nitro Harley racing to pro stock tractor pulling? Or was pro stock the first thing you did, or how did you get involved? How did that evolution take place?
Well, my dad, he was a really good tractor puller way back in the 50s, and he had a 60 John Deere they called Slow Walking John. Actually, I remember when people was actually walking on the sled. There'd be 2 rows of people and 300 foot that would walk on the sled. And then the first sled that was built, like they have today, it was a tractor pull was at the farm. Yeah. And it rained like hell, and the sled fell off, and the box fell off, and that was clean in the early 70s. And then my dad won some state championship stuff with a John Deere 4020, and then my brother Fred, he done that for a long time. And then I drag raced bikes for 30 years. I was out of it from 15 years old to 45. Then I got back into it. I was looking at the track NTPA book like a dumbass, and then there was a tractor mart in there for shit for sale, and Dick Bonner had 2 fancy tractors that were a year old, and for $125,000, and I didn't even have $5,000, so I ended up buying the damn thing and sold everything I had and bought it, a year after drag racing.
So tell them why you got out of. Why would you get out of bikes?
Well, getting out of the bikes. Well, that was in a really great time. There was George Smith from SNS that was big into it. And the money was flying. Harley-Davidson peaked out, after the Evolution motors, and just the bottom fell out of it. And you do shit for so long, and it was just
you knew to put
we come back from Daytona and it was just dead. Like there was big bike, rallies and all that. All that shit's gone now.
Yeah, I mean, there really isn't much as far as that nitro bike goes anymore. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not a big following behind it, but it's a very limited amount of people that do it.
Well, back then I was with Elmer Trent and Jim McClure. I got to hang out with the best the best drag racing people, period, and then and a lot of them guys passed on, and then the sport just turned to shit, and even Harley-Davidson's in trouble right now.
If you were given the chance, would you hop back on one for another pass?
Yeah, somebody's going to fund it, yeah.
Yeah, like if somebody said, Russ, I got this bike here, hop on it, give it a rip, make a pass, you'd be like, no problem.
Yeah, if you had enough money, yeah, sure, I'd do it tomorrow. I'd go practice somewhere. And, there was a lot of times I didn't know if I could do it or not because I built 5 motorcycles. But I had a lot of good friends and a lot of friends behind me. But now I got a woman behind me now. I never had that. So that's a big difference.
Would she let you get back on one?
Yeah. Would you let me back on a motorcycle?
Oh, yeah.
I am 100%. anything you want, I am in, Dave.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Like you said, I don't want to pickle, just want to ride my motorcycle.
Gotta love it, man. That's awesome.
I mean, if everybody, somebody had a shitload of money and said, hey, Russ, let's go drag race, and I'm sure I could, I'd get back to the basics on it. And then, it really taught me a lot about life, too. I mean, the real fine things. And I wanted to show you guys something here. There were some gadgets that we made homemade right at home.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, and that's a homemade injector here.
Hell yeah.
That's a nice looking piece.
Hell yeah, it is.
It gained her mile an hour by like 10 mile an hour or so.
But it came from Heinz Ketchup, right?
Yeah, and the pipe, it's all homemade. And then
did you fabricate that, Russ?
I had 2 friends that fabricated it. Rango Horvath. This is stainless. The pipe come out of Heinz Ketchup. He's
Wait.
worked down there. He's a fabricator.
Heinz ketchup.
He made the body.
You say
Then we
Heinz
got
ketchup?
Yes, see, Chase in the food industry, they have to use a lot of stainless. He may have nabbed a little bit of stainless there from the Heinz ketchup.
Heinz
place.
ketchup. Okay.
Well, it was for a great cause, though. I mean, we never robbed anybody, but that's what was left over from the job. So just order a little bit extra shit. That's all.
That's right.
There you go. I love it. Love it.
I'm sure Del Monte will be okay.
Yeah.
So you've always been very big on doing a lot of the stuff yourself. I'm taking it that way.
Well, that's the only way we can stay involved, and competitive, with it through the years. And there was Doug Vansel and a bunch of guys, and it taught me a lot of little things. There's a lot of adjustments for Nitro, and it, as you can see on TV, it's a killer. And once I've had probably 5 or 6 really good tune-ups where the sumbitch would run forever and we were winning. But then naturally that wouldn't last long. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
pretty typical.
That's racing.
Yeah,
That's racing.
I mean, it's your turn, so you have to, take advantage of that and run that out as far as you can. Even with the tractor, we got Jimmy and Steve Weimer, they're right down the road. It's huge for us, and we can drive there. And but we do have our own program for the tractor, and we finally got a couple motors, and I enjoy working on it just as much as driving the damn thing and drinking about 14,000 cases of beer.
Yeah, you got to. I see the videos of you on Facebook. You're having a cold one, you're torquing heads down, and if you don't enjoy working on it to that extent, it's almost not even fun, because we all know how much there is working on it. Besides just going down the track. Going down the track is honestly 1%, if not less, of the time we spend with these vehicles. So seeing that aspect of it is really cool for sure.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you guys what it takes. This is what we do. We don't even go to family functions anymore. We work in a tractor in freaking New Year's and Christmas. That's right.
But tell us what it feels like when you're standing in the winner's circle at the farm show. I mean, it had to be a great feeling this year, isn't it? Coming in there, obviously a new program with the engines and everything, and how'd you finish? You top 3.
You made the finals, and you
made the finals, right? And then you couldn't run because you broke a rocker arm or something, or push rod.
Yeah, well, number 6, we was running aluminum, and we bumped up the seat pressure for this bigger cam, and because we kind of went with the same thing as the motorcycles, and then it pushed the threads on number 6 exhaust. And it ran well, and I left it run as long as I could till they made me shut it off, because it took 10 cans of ether to get the damn thing running. So we ended up going ahead, and it was. Right. I was so happy when it lit. I didn't give a shit what happened after that.
Right.
And then we didn't want to refire because we already had it washed down, and then we fired it up Saturday night. It pushed the threads on number 6 rocker, and then when it cooled off, it let the nut wind off, and the damn push rod fell over. We just loaded it up.
Just bad.
Right. Shit never gets better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, we get away with one bent push rod.
Yeah, we bent a push rod,
and we get away lucky.
Then we got still rockers now, and from some good vendors,
and we're ready to rock and roll.
Which we can actually go anywhere and buy anything we want off of any vendor, GMS, Phil.
Because you're independent.
Right. Yeah, because we're like an independent. So Hypermax, whatever we would need to go to, Shipley, Chaos.
You say neutral.
Yeah, that's why it's just having our own thing. We can go buy anywhere we want to.
You're married to nobody from the performance aspect. You do whatever you want, right, Russ?
Well, it's our own program here. I'm happy with it. I mean, sure, you're going to run into problems. I don't give a shit. How good do you think you are?
Oh yeah.
He's the master of everything.
Yeah, but you're getting into you're making it into the finals in Louisville in the pro stock class. That's a very good achievement. So you have to feel good about the way things are heading for you.
Yeah, we ran them rockers a little bit longer. Well, you kind of don't change. I don't change things unless I'm having a problem.
Right.
But you're going to eventually get to that when you keep adding the air and all to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened to us, and I'll take it. But it was hard. It was hard to load it up. I can tell you that.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Well, Russ, we've got a little segment on this show called the Rapid Fire Questions, where we just fire through a series of questions.
Yay!
He's heard about it.
Yes.
Yay, so he's gonna have a drink.
Can I have a drink?
Absolutely. Hey, you don't have to ask us anything.
Yeah,
You're
I would
a grown
be
man. You can do
disappointed
whatever
if
you want.
didn't have a drink.
He didn't sleep last night thinking about this.
Yeah, you look like a
Yeah,
beer chugging some bitch.
Yeah, I gotta admit that I was kind of shook up at getting on the show today, so I could.
We want you to be who you are. You can drink as much as you want, do as much as you want, say whatever you want. We do not care.
Russ, what are you drinking there? Russ, you can't just drink and not show us what it is.
Russ, I want to do one with you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What were you drinking there? You can't just turn it up and not tell us what it was.
Well, this is apricot brandy out of the freezer.
Oh boy.
Wow. How'd it go down? Good.
Yeah, I've been drinking for 50 years since I've been 10 years old.
And he won't let me drink it.
And I can't tell you what else I used to do. But
That looks like good stuff, Russ. Let me do one with you here.
all right. Look at this shit.
Yeah. Russ,
That's right.
He looks like your twin.
Yeah, he's ripping it.
He looks like your twin.
I got a
Oh,
full
yeah.
glass here,
Well,
Russ.
no, it's great.
like
Oh,
Russell.
Woodford. Okay.
Woodford double oaked, Russ. Full glass before we get into rapid fire here.
I'm in.
Are you ready to tip yours up? I'll put this whole glass down if you're ready to party, Russ.
This is like father-son moment. Where's
Yeah, I know.
Start talking Chinese, though.
He looks like your
Start talking Chinese,
All right, you ready, Russ? Here we go.
Let's
He
go.
won't let me drink it, but he might let me in front of you.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Yeah, we got a half a fifth down, so.
No, we got
Hey,
we
Chase, put the microphone on mute and let him go, boy.
All right, Russ.
What the hell we doing here?
Yeah, Russ. Now that we got that out of the way,
Okay, that's
Hey,
wonderful.
we've seen Dan Hildenbrand.
whew, I think my breath's flammable now. Okay.
I understand.
Yeah, Russ and I are ready for a little rapid fire.
All
right,
I'll
Russ.
do the best I can.
You're gonna do great. I can tell already. What was your first job and what was your least favorite job?
Well, I never left the farm in 60 years, so I took a trip and never left the farm.
Okay. Would you rather go into outer space or to the depths of an ocean in a submarine to see what it's all about?
I'd probably go into outer space.
Do you prefer a homemade cake or homemade apple pie?
Shit, that's a draw.
Because your wife don't cook.
Now, come on, Russ. The people need to know. Cake or
I
pie?
will do. I do the fudge.
Oh, fudge. That wasn't an option, but sometimes it is. If you had the chance to go on stage with any band, past or present, to sing one song with them, who would it be and what would the song be?
Taylor Swift.
Come on, Russ.
Not. It ain't Tater stuff. No, it'd probably be with Ted Nugent, Great White Buffalo.
Absolutely. Are you more scared of snakes or swans?
Both.
Russ, you got to pick.
Pussy.
I'm not spiders and snakes, I can tell you.
Okay. What is the most trouble you got into while still in school?
Oh, shit.
Oh, nice.
I got caught with a bag of pot.
This doesn't have to be fancy, but what is the go-to meal that you will cook for people?
I'm going to say the neighbor got some good kibasi.
What sport treated their competitors better, drag racing or tractor pulling?
I'm going to say drag racing.
If you got $1,000 every day consecutively that you ate nothing but pizza, how many days straight could you go?
365.
What is the biggest single purchase of your entire life and how much was it?
It was my pro stock tractor, $125,000.
That's a good answer. Who would you prefer to be your karaoke partner, Brandon Simon or Kevin Masterson?
Kevin Masterson.
With your big personality and explosive character, were you truly meant to be a WWE pro wrestler or an adult film star?
I'm a wrestler.
Oh,
I got third in state wrestling.
oh, baby. I
got third in county
I
wrestling.
want to chime in on that. You could be a yeah, baby.
I got to watch what I'm saying here.
I like when you're dancing.
You don't have to watch what you're saying at all.
What did Debbie say?
I like when he's dancing. He could be a dancer. When he shakes his booty.
Oh boy.
I've seen your dance moves, Russell. I know what you're about. You got that beautiful long hair. I mean, I want to know what you're using for product in your hair. What kind of conditioner are we sporting here?
It's Pantene
Volume.
Yeah.
Pantene volume.
That's some
It's
good
blonde
stuff.
after 61 years. See.
Yeah,
It gets blonder.
that's some good stuff. It's about time we get some fellas in the sport with some long hair, right?
Yeah, you definitely need to have some hippies in effing tractor.
He's your twin.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
it's
brother.
too boring. It's too boring. The old style bullshit.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Well, Russ, you did great on the rapid fire. That was easy, wasn't it?
Okay.
It was a piece of cake. Congrats.
Piece of cake.
I'm trying. Okay,
Okay,
what's next?
if you and Kevin Masterson were to sing karaoke, what would your song choice be as a little duet?
I don't. I'd probably have to pull the words out of his mouth. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not. He's not. I don't know. I'm way different.
I want to go to the end. I want to do a full pull to the end. Yeah.
Well,
Come on.
this
Yeah,
summer, I feel like we're going to have to go to Jeff Hodem's trailer when he's got the karaoke set up, and you're going to have to grab Kevin Masterson, and we're going to have a little karaoke session in honor of the No Practice podcast.
I think I'm going to have to give him the other half of this brandy, and I think I think he'd be ready.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. That was
You ready for another drink, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do another. I don't have to wake up until 5 a.m. So.
Twin.
Well, I don't have to wake up till 4:30 in the morning. I'm
Well,
good.
Tyler,
Oh, you got me beat. He got me.
Tyler, we are CDLs. We gotta be good.
Oh man.
You guys are really bonding here.
Yeah, we're bonding hard.
You got CDLs, you can still blow a little bit of alcohol in the morning.
You guys aren't drinking nothing?
I got a little tray of ice. I'm prepared to mix up another. No problem. I come prepared.
You're drinking Girls Light? Oh my
I
god!
quit. Yes.
I love this stuff.
Chase
Hey Adam, what are you drinking?
Bush Lights.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
that's weak
No,
sauce. Russell.
you know what? I got engines. I gotta try to get together tomorrow. I got pullers that need
things to
stuff.
do tomorrow too. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
you
know.
what?
I get it.
You know what? Like our tractor thinks it runs on alcohol until it starts on diesel. So
That's right.
there it is. You know?
Right.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Russell, hey, so we got a lot of fans and new fans watch this show. For those that aren't familiar with, you as a competitor, obviously I know you as your personality right now, but tell us kind of where the Loose Cannon runs, kind of your typical summer schedule, and obviously you ran the Farm Machinery Show, but I know you guys from Ohio. We're all does the Loose Cannon pull in the typical summer?
Well, this year we're going to run with Full Pull. They live like 4 miles away. They bought that off. I can't remember. Rick Fight.
Yeah.
And then
Richard
he
Love,
has,
Richard Love, Full Pull Productions.
Yeah.
yeah, he has all the decision maker sleds.
Yep. Richard
He has
Love.
4 or 5 of
Richard Love,
those.
yep.
Yeah, and we love OSTPA and we love our buddy. We love our buddies at OSTPA, right?
Well, yeah. Well, we didn't
We
really.
love Deppens. We love all them.
I did that. I did that for years. For Full Pull, and then Rick got older, and it kind of went away. Well, then a bunch of other classes come into it too. So, actually, we have 16 hooks here in Pennsylvania, and a little bit up into New York, which I never did pull in New York. And then we're going to snake out a little bit on the line there, and we're all signed up to do that.
Yeah, so Full Pull is a little bit closer to our hometown. That's why we decided to try it.
Well, no, we want to get pulling back into Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Gotcha.
somebody bought the buck, and then he didn't have Pro Stock was there for 45 years, and then he's a monster truck guy, and then he was trying to flip that over, and then now we're back with the buck and some other good tracks, and then Yeah, we want to run closer to home, you know.
And we're excited we can run with the Hoyts and we can run with the
Martins.
Yeah.
And Bedgar and all these guys,
yeah.
look, half hour down the road.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Doesn't that Full Pull Productions class, isn't it like a pro stock, super stock mix? They run against each other, right?
Yeah.
What's the differences in those? So people that aren't aware, how can a pro stock run versus super stock? What's the rules difference?
I think it's like 500-pound difference, for
We'll take it.
I think there's 500-pound difference for super stock, and I forget what the alcohol is, but it's usually who has their shit together anyway. Because I got my ass kicked for years, because after running nitro bikes all them years, and then I didn't tractor pull. I still had to learn how to do it. Well, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Oh, sure.
But I know we want to get better at it. You know what I mean?
If you had to grade the level of competition, like a drag race competitor versus a tractor pulling competitor, are they equally as tough, or like in terms of knowledge and just skill, who do you think's more skilled people, if you had to say one versus the other?
It's process of elimination. I'm not going to get real too far into that. But anybody can buy a motor and stick it in and have a dyno. So that cuts a lot of it down. We don't have that luxury here, but it doesn't matter to us. We're going to win. I don't give a shit where we go.
Amen, brother.
I love it.
I mean, we're not killer things, but we're not going to go broke over it either. We got a real nice rig now. We got a couple motors, and it's process of elimination for us. And I don't know why every year we get on to Louisville, we put something new in it, and we don't diner or nothing, but we've been pretty lucky.
Yeah. No, and talking to the few pro stock people I know, their competitors, they you have a ton of respect, and when you pull the line, you're a guy that they know can win any time. So I don't think that you're taking very lightly on your end either.
Well, I'll tell you what, I really like the people, and we're where we want to be. We just have to make this thing live a little bit. We got the still rockers in it right now, and actually it went together better than ever. So we're going to fire here. It's going to be like 80 degrees Sunday. And then we did buy the DX diesel. It's supposed to help it warm up because we don't want to have 10 cans of ether. My wife's going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, that's hard on the index finger, when you're spraying that much ether into that thing. So,
you're not getting any strikes from this so-called trouble you used to be back in when you go to the John Deere store and you're packing out cases of ether, right? I mean,
we're learning. We're learning, and people kind of Jimmy and Steve up at Weimer's up area. We're the underdog guy, but I kind of like doing that because when we go, if we do well, it's excellent. Then if we do terrible, we don't have any money.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good way to go.
And I'm not going to be back onto that. We never lean on that. I mean, we take full responsibility for failing.
We operated the same way. I think a lot of everybody on here on the screen kind of does the same thing.
Yeah, I'm poor, so yeah.
Yeah, like
Russell, for those people that aren't familiar with a pro stock, just how large is the inlet on your turbo? I mean,
we have a
bigger than your wife's butt.
No, we have a 6.4 turbo.
6.4 inches. We're not measuring this garbage in millimeters. 6.4 inches. Is that correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Only drag racers measure in millimeters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Millimeters are for people that haven't been to the moon. Okay. So
I hate millimeters. I think
nobody likes millimeters.
Fucking thing you ever come out with. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
How many? So 6.4 inches. I mean, just astronomical. How many pounds of boost is that thing pushing? Do you care to say?
148.
148 pounds of boost off of a single stage charger. Is that as bad as it gets when it comes to a single stage of compression? Nothing's touching that, right?
We're already 10-9 to 1, so it's way decompressed. So once it lights it, we're giving it room. And
that's why you have to use so much ether, so much spray.
That's why I don't want to start.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, but I mean, like once it lights, so we want it to live, and then we
Sure.
we don't want to force it to run. We want it to run naturally, and then we're getting it, and it's the X diesel supposed to really help us get it warmed up at a lot lower combustion. Where we're at, so but we'll see. I mean, we're that's shit we can afford. You know what I mean? Like a barrel of fuel. So
Right.
in a fifth of
Man, are you gonna make me do another one? Because I've already chugged 2 full glasses of Woodford.
we already have a half a fifth
Come
one.
on, you're his twin.
I've already gotten texts from people that I work with, and they're like, cue a hangover from Tyler because full Woodford chug. I'm feeling a little awkward.
I think Adams and Chase they should step it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's their turn. Another guy from my work said there's clearly 2 different types of men on this podcast. Oh yeah, like your broken elbow prevents you from drinking in excess. Come on now.
No, that's
ridiculous.
When you drink for, hey guys, you drink for 50 years, you get pretty good at it.
Yeah.
So what's your beverage? What's your beverage of choice?
Yeah, beverage of choice.
Well, I like Long Island iced teas. They have stuff called river water around here,
But if you're stressed, you like.
I'm drinking probably the least I drink is Corona with the lime, and
we only do that for special occasions.
but
Special occasions.
yeah, when you get older, how old are you guys?
I'm 32.
Yeah.
38.
Shit.
I'm 38.
And 60.
Yeah, we're 60 and 62. So
And we're trying to kick ass.
but when older you get, the less reps you want to take, so you get better at alcohol.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I would say that like for me, I want to catch a buzz, so I'm going to drink a quarter fifth of shit. You know what I mean?
So I think Russ needs to schedule a vacation with Tyler Slaw when they go to Florida. They go.
It all inconclusive.
Hey, Tyler, you should tell your dad about what y'all do in Florida.
Okay. Well, by tell my dad, do you mean tell Russ, Chase?
Yeah,
Tell Russ.
That's your new dad. Your new son.
Chase is taking pills, so he doesn't need to drink.
Russ, when we go on vacation, we do a bar crawl, and we're in Anna Maria Island, Florida, and we try to up the bar count that we go to every year. And this past year, we went to 27 different bars in one day and had a drink at every single one. And we're not just talking a beer. We'll do a mixed drink. We'll do a shot.
Specialty drink.
Yeah. Russ, do you think you could do it?
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
And then I'm his wife, and he has my permission to hang with you.
That's a word. That's a word from my sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, Russ. What's the most amount of beverages you've had in one day?
The most amount of beverages? Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't drink that much.
You mean today or anything?
No, Russ, not today. Any day. Your best day, the best day.
No.
Oh shit! I can drink. I can drink.
You're married, though.
I can drink all day.
Gotcha.
I'm a functional
No.
Alcohol.
I'm in the top alcohol class.
No.
Yeah. All right, Russ.
We're just sitting here like, we're functional. It's fine.
Yeah, we're functional. It's fine.
So we have
That's
record
my
viewership
permission
now.
to go with you on your 28th tour.
I got you.
No. I mean, like for me, I'm a functional boozer. It's pretty simple.
And you got CEO. And you drive trucks. What better match made in heaven?
But we take we take everything.
No, we take everything very serious.
When we pull, there's no alcohol. I will pay somebody. I will pay somebody $10,000 cash if they ever see him drink the day he pulls. That's how serious we are.
Well, hang on. You might want to word that differently because the semantics to me. No, you said the day he pulls, and I'll bet he drinks after he pulls. So you better be careful.
You're in the shed.
No, when
I run to the refrigerator.
The day that he pulls, he goes to bed and he sleeps. You will never see alcohol in that mouth, and I will pay somebody $10,000 cash until that tractor is parked.
I might drink till 8 o'clock in the morning the day before the tractor fall.
That's fine. That's fine.
Well, I mean, Russ, it really doesn't matter.
As long as you close your eyes for three minutes in consecutive minutes, you're okay to pull that.
If you drink till 8 a.m. and you wake up at 10 a.m. for a noon session, you're good.
No.
Yeah.
He don't drink like that. You don't drink like that.
I used to.
No.
Ever since I got married.
No, he's married to a nun.
Hey, I used to too. It's okay.
You are not a nun.
No.
I'm not gonna lie.
I guess
I'm not gonna lie. Actually, one year I felt like I stayed out one year drinking moonshine and all kinds of stuff. Won the pool, won the Bowling Green ring. So I thought coming back the next year that maybe I should just do the same thing. It did not work out that way. But
if I ever win the Bowling Green ring, my liver is screwed.
That's right.
That's a bad deal.
No, we worked so hard. And you know what? If we're going to give it away to alcohol, there's no way. Russell goes to bed. When we go to Bowling Green, he says, we're not going to the campground. We're going to bed. And he's there sworn.
You know, I'm here to tell you, this coming year at Bowling Green, I'm looking Russell up. I'm throwing him on the golf cart, and we're heading to the campground.
Okay, I will pay you $10,000 if he drinks before he pulls a Bowling Green.
No, that's not what I'm
saying.
We're not even worried about him drinking before he pulls. We just want to hang out with him in the campground.
You can. You know what? You can take him and hang out with him. I love my baby. He can do anything he wants with anybody. I trust him 100%, but he will not drink the day he pulls.
No, not before we pull. I mean, it's hard to believe, but it's true. And then
but if
I might burn everybody's eyebrows off.
But you're welcome.
I'm not drinking that day.
But you can come. You're welcome to come grab him and hang out with them anytime you want.
Oh, I'm going to.
We're gonna have a shirt that says father and son on it whenever y'all do that too. By the way.
Yeah.
So speaking of Bowling Green, can you give us one of your? Do you have a memory from the Bowling Green campground that sticks in your mind that is your go-to story? If there's a fan out there and you say you need to go to Bowling Green, go to the campground, what is your story that you would tell them?
Well, I usually hang out with late night with Steve Rostowski from Weimers.
Okay, wait. Let me tell you. Okay, so I was really sick, and I went to bed.
It was COVID.
No, and we only got COVID.
It was COVID.
We only got COVID effing twice, and it was effing Bowling Green. It was at Bowling Green both effing times, and that's why I didn't go to Bowling Green the last time. But so I'm there laying sick in bed, and he said, "Babe, are you okay?" And I said, "I'm really sick." And he said, "I'll be right back." And I heard him say to Steve Weimer, "Say, let's go!" And you can come that motherfucker for 5 hours.
And he was riding around the Jeep till 6 in the morning.
That's fucking.
And he called me at 8 and said that's we was going back up. But I hope he's not mad at me telling about that. I hope his wife thought.
Oh no, it's fine.
There's nothing wrong. You just had a good time.
Well,
you didn't give a fuck about me, but that's all right.
I like the, oh yeah, I didn't.
No, my
hey, Russ,
just dress right after.
No,
Russell, Nick.
He said, "Baby, if you need anything, call."
This is chaos.
Get to the end of the trailer before you yell, "Let's fucking go!" You know.
Yeah, Russ, veteran move. You gotta wait until there's some separation between you and your wife
Russell said, "If you need anything, call." And his phone was in the fucking truck with me.
No, I'm very reliable as an actor.
I love you.
Yeah.
But when you're taking off the super turbo guy, I mean, it's easy. You know what I mean? And when people, that's what I always had fun and I got a lot of people.
I mean, do you have a favorite camping spot that you go to? You know, there's pool tables, there's the shop bar. I mean, is there a certain place or do you just like like I said? Bowling Green campground. What is it about that place?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of. I went to Bike Week for 20 years in a row.
Tell us about Bike Week.
What's that?
Tell us about Bike Week.
Yeah, tell us about Bike Week. This is before I was married.
Yeah. So before the marriage, Russ, craziest thing you ever saw at Bike Week, Russ.
Well, you know what was crazy is I went down there in 1990.
Nice.
And I won that race. It was the 50th anniversary of Daytona. And I won $1,000. And then we pulled in down there at Daytona. There was a guy that we saw that a guy ran him over with a car. That's the first thing I saw when I got down there.
Yeah,
so that's how serious everybody was getting bombed up down there.
Yeah.
Bummed out.
Everything was out of control. And then I won the drag race there. And did what I wanted to do. $1,000 back in '90, that was a lot of money to win.
Yeah. Well, I
Right.
mean, it's hard to beat running
I
people
can't
over.
tell you what happened after that. I
Wow.
might be incriminated by my wife.
Well, you might be divorced.
No.
No.
No, it was all good. But see, I went to all that bike week. I mean, that was big time shit down there then. But all this motorcycle shit's gone. And even these local things are gone. And Bowling Green's it's okay. I mean, it's goofy, but that motorcycle shit was really nuts.
But
You know what I mean?
Bowling Green, don't you always go to bed? You never go to the campground. You go to bed and you make me go to bed. And we never, well, except the one time.
I mean, we just talked about him saying, let's go. So clearly he doesn't always go to bed.
No.
Well, it could be in Daytona or Bowling Green.
Well, no, there was one.
Here we go. I think somebody ought to have another rep. Come on, Tyler.
Okay. It's
It's
something.
39:30.
Hey, Russ, the requirement the last 30 minutes of the show, do not call him Tyler. Call him Son from now on, please. Call him
Yes.
Son.
Call him what?
Son. Hey, son, let's have another one. He's your son.
All right, son.
If
Can I show
if you
his
just
shirt?
grow a little bit of facial hair, you guys would be very close.
Well, if I was more of a man, I could grow a mustache, but I'm not. So
Well, it's a pain in the ass. You don't be shaving anyway.
yeah.
Oh my!
Oh.
Show me
How,
your
come
shirt.
on, Tyler. Where's the drink?
I can wait the whole line. I can wait the whole line at 5:30 in the morning.
Can I show you the back? This is one of his famous shirts. Can I show you the back of
Okay.
it?
Yeah, please.
Let's see it.
Okay.
Sure.
Here.
Well, this used to be my racing shirts.
I'm
And
gonna sit on your lap.
Oh, are you guys
Oh, wow.
okay?
Family show.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well,
You need to flip the camera around. We can't see it.
well,
yeah.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
That's
It's
right.
fine.
Harley Davidson.
yeah,
Russ-
Serena used to. Calm down.
Russ, we're getting people saying, tell us about the time you were chased by the cops 3 different times in the same night.
Oh man. Well, okay.
Okay.
I forget what year that was down there, but we were.
It's Homer.
I was single at the time,
Yeah.
and then my couple
Let's just start
friends.
a very good story. I was single at the time.
No, I really was. I mean, I
No, I believe you.
I
believe
bashed
you,
it for
Russ.
5 years, and I had world records. I had 14 some world records. I was finally doing something for myself, but I'll do anything for my wife right now, though. So, yeah, everywhere I went, somebody
Yeah.
was after my ass. On the cops pulled us over twice, and then them motorcycle gangs down there. We got pulled over. We was with the pagans, and then we got pulled over, and then on the side road, and my friend Tom and them, they said, "Hey, do you belong to a club?" He goes, "Yeah, the Moose Club." Because we were just down there riding around. We went to this club place and all that. Then they left us go from there. The feds are there. Honest to God, went down the road. A cop pulled us over. And then, because I was never down there, that much, I didn't know what the hell the rules was. And then I went out and passed this car, and they pulled me over again. And then they pulled me, I think it was actually 4 times. They went over the fucking bridge. And then I just took off, went flying through these palm trees and shit. And the cop went past me. And then, yeah, it was pretty crazy.
So running from the police always pays off, is what Russ is here to say. Is that correct?
Well, back in the day, things were pretty easy. That was clean back in 90, 91.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You
Don't
can get
think
away
you're-
with a lot of shit.
You're running away from a CB. That was about it.
No, there was cops behind with the lights on. I could just ride a motorcycle, so I
got you.
I probably
So,
it's one
I'm
to
getting-
run into a fucking alligator.
Yeah, I'm getting a question here from a fellow competitor of yours. He wants to know about a little bit of might have an accident with a handgun or a gun of some sort?
Oh,
Yeah, I
Russ.
even shot myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
You've shot yourself.
Honey.
Yeah, don't go hunting drinking
No,
a fifth of
did you
shit.
try to shoot your wife?
Russ, tell us about the time you shot yourself with a firearm.
Well, I got to be honest. Okay, we live on a farm, and it was zero out, and we have natural gas. So me and the dog was cooking the steak out in the front porch. It's freaking zero, and next thing a bunch of friends pull in, and I was drinking black velvet and cranberry.
Of course.
And they go, "Hey Russ, can we go hunting on the farm?" Well, hell, there's a couple hundred acres there.
Of course.
And
yeah.
to make a long story short, and I said, I'm not going in the woods without a gun. So I got this 9mm Taurus. It was a blue pearl stainless Taurus. You know, with
Nice.
the top hatch. You know, I don't know nothing about guns.
No,
So I
that's
put
good
so much in my
details.
pocket.
It
What's
was a
that?
1911 Taurus blued. That's good.
It was a 9mm.
We can envision it.
It was really nice. I bought it because I liked it. Did you ever?
Yeah.
How do they know that?
Because I'm the soul about it.
I mean,
Well, no, I knew that because you just told me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
honey, just having a drink. Anyhow, so we're in the woods, and then we had a big thing of beer, and
Of
it was
course.
just a big party,
As
and
you do. Yeah.
So my son, he said, he told this girl I was with at the time, he said, Dad went hunting. Well, I never went hunting, but it's 9:00 at night. Okay. And then so I had $10. That's we were down at the bar, and I had this gun in my pocket, and I drank one of them Jaeger bombs. Remember them Jaeger bombs were big
Oh,
time?
Oh yeah.
No,
Your
I do
bums.
recall Jaeger bombs, Russ. I've done a few here or there.
Well,
Yeah.
anyhow, it didn't work out too good for me. I felt really good. I can't tell you what else was happening at the time.
You know, Russ, they never do. Jaeger bombs never work out.
No.
Your head feels like
that's your
somebody.
twin.
I've never done Jaeger bombs, and the next morning thought that was an educated decision. I'm pleased with myself.
Them Jaeger bombs make your head feel like a bottle of Sprite.
You've never done a podcast with Russ Hilderbrand either, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Okay, so
fucked
you
up.
did
So
some Jaeger
I-
bombs. You had the blued 1911. What happened next, Russ?
So I get home and I drank $10 worth of some bitches, and my friend dropped me off. It was zero out, so he dropped me off in a snowdrift, and I got out and I got in the house, and where in the hell was you at? And I said, I was hunting. So I pulled a gun out, and
Yeah.
like a dumb fuck, I went ahead and put the hatch and put a bullet in the chamber and dropped the clip on, because I
You
don't.
got to. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is 12 hours later, and I'm no
Well,
gunman.
I mean, that's just part of it.
Just call me shooter. And then
No, that's
next
good.
thing, I shot the corner of my hand off right there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I blew the whole thing off, looked like something on Terminator. And then I
Yeah.
went to bed, and I was feeling good. And next thing you know, I'm at the hospital, and then the feds were
You
there.
went to
and-
bed after shooting yourself?
Yeah, I was sleeping. And then my mom and my mom's boyfriend took me. It was zero out, and took me up to the hospital.
Oh
And
shit.
then after I realized how bad I fucked up, it hurt like a motherfucker. Yeah, it wasn't a lot of fun. Yeah.
So what? I mean, you shot yourself. Your mom's boyfriend brought you to the hospital. It's par for the
Zero
course.
out.
I mean,
Zero out.
yeah. What happened from there? I mean, I feel like you're leaving a lot of the story out, Russ.
Well, actually, what happened was they started sewing me up.
Yeah,
And
they'll
then,
do that.
This big black Fed guy come here,
Nope.
and he goes, here was a shooting at your house.
Yeah, it
and,
was me and me.
It wasn't a lot of fun. So I had this apron on, my ass hanging out. They didn't have cell phones then.
Of course.
And then, so I ripped all these cords out of my arms and went out in the hallway and called home. I said, listen, that guy's coming down there. You know, I could be in jail for the rest of my life. So
You're gonna get
Oh,
Would-
Jesus Christ. And
now,
American
Russ. In the heat of the moment, would you press charges against yourself for shooting yourself?
I got to be honest, it hurt like a son of a bitch. So
Yeah.
I think I paid for it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
can
have
see
pressed
that.
charges.
I can see that. I would. Yeah.
Well, on myself. I mean, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you what, shooting yourself, it hurts like a son of a bitch.
No, I believe you, Russ. I'm often I don't
Don't
take
try
people's
it.
word for it, but this time I'm going to take your word for it.
No guns
Yeah,
in
I
this
wouldn't
show,
try
please.
to. I definitely wouldn't shoot myself, to get out of life. I can tell you.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either, Russ. That's fair.
I'd rather go running pro stocks.
Yeah, that's a good move.
That's a good move.
Oh, hang on, Russ. What did the Fed boy say when you were like, "Yeah, I shot myself. What's the big deal?"
It was 12 o'clock on a Saturday night. I'm sure he was pissed off, so I didn't have much to say. He didn't have much to say, and
I mean, what do you say when you shoot yourself? You're like, "Yeah, well,
yeah, I shot myself. I can live with it. You know what I mean? I hope
Yeah.
he could.
not a big deal. Not a big deal, right?"
I'm no gunslinger.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Do you still have that gun, Russ?
My son has it. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got it because you liked it.
it
so.
had blood on it when I give it to him. I was
Did
like,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it actually did.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
so I have something longer than my arm now. That's the fire.
I'm
Yeah.
happy to report this is record viewership. They just said, and it's all because of the content this natural podcast is producing. Russ, thank you for exceeding all of our numbers at this point. We still got a few more minutes, but this is pretty good stuff. Epic. As someone just said, this is epic. Yeah, this is very epic.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you guys having us on, man, and I know we did our best, and this is who we are.
No, you're not going anywhere.
We're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
going anywhere
Russ,
yet. We're just getting
Russ,
started.
just to be clear, Russ, we're nowhere near the ending. So I hope
I
you've
don't
got
give a
more
shit
in
where
you.
we are. I'm
You gotta
feeling
finish that
pretty good,
bottle.
and I'll
You
pay
gotta-
for it
Okay,
tomorrow.
Russ, you know what? I got a full glass of bourbon here. What do you got?
I got a third of a fifth apricot. Ready?
Okay, hang on. Before you drink that, are you legitimately waking up at 4:30 in the morning?
Probably 4:35.
Fuck. I
5
thought
minutes.
I was a man
You're
waking up at
twins.
5 a.m. and you're over here waking up at 4:35 in the morning.
Oh, well, yeah, but you're an hour later, though.
Yeah, what do you do? Well, it's still the same time zone. It's all relative. I mean, what do
You're
you
not
do
the
for a
same.
living, Russ?
You're now behind us, right?
Tell me you have your CDL.
We're
I don't
9:30 here.
Tell me you got your shit together.
Well, yeah, I think it's 10:30 here, but
No, it's
okay,
not there.
Russ, are we honestly
is
gonna do
that
this?
is that the whole reason that you come up with the name Loose Cannon for the
Well,
tractor?
I can clearly
shot
see why
yourself?
the guy is named Loose Cannon. He shot himself. He had a federal agent interviewing him about him shooting himself.
It's not a lot of fun. Don't try to shoot yourself. Trust me.
No, Russ, I'm going to take your word for it. I don't put. Okay, here he goes. Okay, Russ, I tell you what. I will drink my whole third glass of bourbon if you
Oh my
finish
God.
that bottle.
Oh fuck! No way.
Come
I
on.
mean,
Come on.
my wife's gonna.
We got Tyler.
Tyler's gonna.
We're gonna do one good rep. Ready?
Come on.
We're going to do one good rip. Ready?
You're about to be bummed out. Damn.
I guess we ain't good sex.
I didn't have any ice though.
I guess we're not having no good sex tonight.
I didn't have any ice.
I
Connor.
guess we're not having no good sex tonight.
We're gonna have good
Yeah,
sex.
yeah. So we're all here to promote the sport of truck and track.
I think your mic was muted. I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So Russ, back to your they're going to be talking about us on message boards tomorrow. So let's keep this a little bit tractor pulling related and racing related. So back to your Nitro Harley days. Would you consider yourself somewhat of an expert on Nitro? Like you understand Nitro pretty well, you think?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Well, I did enough to win a lot of stuff, and
A lot of people didn't believe in you.
I wouldn't say an expert. I did good enough.
Well, the reason I asked that, Russ, we run mini rods, we run methanol. I was wanting to ask you, how much nitro can we run and not get caught? Would you be able to tell us that?
Oh my! Well, you have to. We should probably talk about that off the line there. Yeah, 'cause
No, Russ, the people
No.
need to know.
You have all the gadgets and everything.
No, there's things you can add to that makes it go away.
Yeah,
But
he has
Russ,
all the gadgets.
Tell us about the additives to make the nitro go away and help our motors run better.
Do you and Kim Vinny work together?
Yeah, I don't know what I
Oh,
have, but I
Chase
have all these
Richardson.
little wooden boxes, and he says, "Don't touch them, babe." And they are all like little gadgets with increments, and I don't know what they are, but he says, Babe, don't touch them. They're serious.
You can. I don't even know if they even make it anymore. But there's a propylene oxide that was
that was a big syllable word there, Russ. Propylene oxide. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, Walter White over here. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Well, propylene oxide. Like when we would be up, we would be up in the mountains, way far away. Honey, my wife. She's
that was a No Practice podcast. It brings up the best.
I'm getting horny.
Anyway, okay.
I'm not getting horny. I'm just working.
There was propylene oxide back when we'd be up, like in I can't say.
Okay.
There's propylene oxide that we'd be like up at Sturgis and that. Maybe.
Yep. Go on, Russ.
And then that you could add to that would that would probably kind of hide some of that, but I wouldn't go more than like 5%.
Okay.
So there's definitely a way we can bring you on as a consultant to interject nitrous into methanol and not get
No. Chase. It's not nitrous.
Oh,
it's nitro.
We can definitely interject it and not get caught. Is what you're saying?
Well,
try it.
Russell, are you worried about a Marvin Epperson catching you with such fuel?
He doesn't run that stuff.
Well, I'm not running in a tractor.
Careful what you say. I mean, Brandon Simon said he smoked pot. The next day he got a damn drug test. I mean,
yeah.
You mean like Clinton? He inhaled it, but he didn't breathe it in. You know?
Yeah, Russell, I see what you're saying there. Russell, who do you think's cheating in the pro stock class?
Nobody.
I don't give a shit.
Who gives a shit?
I'm hope I'm cheating the best.
Who gives a shit?
I give a shit, damn it.
No, if they have to cheat, I know how to cheat.
I believe you, Russell.
I don't want to cheat. I just want to have fun.
Okay, so I got a question for you, Russell. This is probably burning the minds of numerous people that are not in the pro stock class. I'm a mini rod puller. We kind of put our stuff together and we start up. We drive out there, back up to the sled, and we go. I want to know.
Back up again.
Yeah, and some of us hit back up again sometimes.
You said it, not me.
Yeah. Okay, but my question is when the pro stock class is going on, everybody has somebody back them up to the sled, and then somebody usually jumps up on the side weight bracket, gets up into the cockpit, and talks to the driver about who knows what before they take off on the track. Do you have one of those people that jumps up on the tractor and
no, because I got yelled at when I jumped up on the tractor one time. But no, Russell wants me to stay. Russell wants me to get away from him. He wants to hook up. He wants to back up. He wants to.
I want to get out of the way. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, no.
What are you going to tell him?
No, when Russell pulls, he don't want to screw around. He wants to fucking go.
Is this the moment where Russell is calling out other pro stock pullers where when they have a consultant jump up on the tractor and hash details out as they're spooling up boost, Russell is saying, screw that, forget it. Nobody needs it.
I want to get it over with. Yeah. I think it's bullshit.
You want to get it over with.
What are you going to tell me? What movie did you watch last night?
Yeah, what are you going to say?
I don't care who's pissed off.
Right, so you're saying
I'm going to get in the tractor, do my thing.
He wants to go.
I hate fucking around.
Russell is saying that's enough when it comes to the pro stocks. When you're backed up to the sled, the chain is tight. No more jumping up on the step, consulting with the driver, having a 30-second conversation. Yeah. The people are over it. Get the show on the road, right?
But my question is what the hell are they talking about?
What are they saying, Russell?
It's enough to piss the Pope off.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, you can say one thing.
You can say whatever you'd like, hon.
No, listen. When I back Russell up, he says, you fire me up and you get off the track and I'm fucking going. And he don't want nobody waiting. He wants to fucking go now.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you think they're talking about? Obviously, they get 5-gear selection, maybe 3-gear selection. We know what RPM we're leaving at. I mean, what are we talking about here? Well, because I have to know. It seems like it seems like every pro stock's becoming to do that now.
Well, we don't do that, but I can tell you this: the guys that jump up on the side of the tractor, they need to get on your program for recognition.
If you're having a chain type pro stock consultation, Russ Hildebrand says you're a peasant. Is that correct?
Well, no, I ain't saying nothing, but I want you to get the hell out of the way and let's get the tractor pull done so I can do some drinking.
There you go.
What are we waiting for, right? What are we waiting for?
Now, it seems to me like that was a Greg Randall answer, so I still don't know what the hell they're talking about when everybody jumps up there.
But, Russ, I got tipped off from an individual that you don't wear underwear. Is that true?
I'm going to say that's my wife.
Russ, is that true?
Yeah, well, actually, I wear powder underwear.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Well, no, it's a tapioca powder. In a 5-gallon bucket, I can powder my ass for like 25.
Is it tapioca or talcum?
And there's tapioca. We bought a whole 5-gallon bucket for $89. I can powder my ass all year for 29 cents a day.
Russ, what does that mean? What does that mean, Russ? Talk us through that. Talk us through that process.
Well, actually, okay, when you get older, like things get a little bit tighter and harder down there, and you just want things to be better. So we buy shit bulk around here.
Well, I mean, the purchasing in bulk isn't quite what I'm after.
Okay.
Elaborate on what the product does for you.
No. Well, okay.
No. I did a lot of research on this, and it's tapioca. You got to use tapioca powder. His nuts are the smoothest things I've ever seen. I mean, his body has not one.
I better have another drink here.
As Dave Chappelle, they're smoother than eggs.
No, but you don't want to buy baby powder. You don't want to buy baby powder, and they say all this cancer stuff. So you want tapioca. Yeah. Tapioca is the purest. Tapioca is the purest baby powder there is. So
not to interrupt you.
5-gallon bucket.
Yeah. When you say tapioca, is that related to the pudding?
No. Tapioca is in the powder that women put on their face. It's the purest powder you ever had. I did so much research on his nuts that I'm tired.
I'll bet.
I've got a 5-gallon bucket.
So, Russ,
it's not easy being me.
When it comes to not wearing boxers and using a 5-gallon bucket of powder, tell us about a time where that bit you.
Where it bit me?
Yeah.
No. It's like Tom Petty said it best. I'm free bowling.
Hang on. When you act like this has never bit you, has there not been a situation where some dehydrated lime has made its way?
Dehydrated lime don't work because I saw it by the tons. It drives your nuts out.
So there was an individual that reached out to me, Russ, and said that they put dehydrated lime into your powder.
How much money you save?
It don't work for shit. Your nuts would be dried out for you. Got to buy the driveway.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So there was an individual that reached out to me when they heard that we were having Mr. Russ on the podcast and saying we put dehydrated lime in Russ's powder, and it took him like 5 days to realize. And they said that you were. So they said that you were like, we got to get a new washing machine. Our washing machine isn't washing the soap out of the shit.
Let me tell you how that worked. I really liked that deal because the hydrate wouldn't come out of the fucking buffer thing. It would come out of the, you know what I mean? It didn't come out, and I knew there was a problem. So if you're gonna put hydrated shit in your body's powder, I mean, you have like a drill bit in it, so it comes out.
Yeah. So did that happen, Russ? Did your balls see dehydrated lime?
I never made it that far, but I wanted to sue them for $5 worth of fucking baby powder.
I thought everything was awesome.
Yeah.
I want to see them for ruining my $5 bottle of baby powder.
No, but we get
Yeah.
tapioca and
No
it has moisturizing agents in
No
it.
Practice Podcast, episode 15. It's been a record show, people.
But-
There's no words to describe
And-
the fanfare behind Russ Hilderbrand right now.
And-
I can't
in
believe
all-
5-gallon buckets of hot Russell Hildenbrand.
What's that?
I can tell you right now, there's going to be some T-shirts that got a big old nut sack on them after this show.
Hey, you know what, guys? I already had a great time, and anytime you want us on, I know we're a little bit different, but that's how we do shit around here, and that's
You'll
it.
be back. You'll be back, Russell. Hey, no, we got a couple.
Hey, guys, good luck on the.
Oh, we're
I'm
not
sorry,
done
guys.
yet.
We're not
We
done
got
yet.
10
We're not done.
minutes. We got 10 minutes.
Let's go.
We're trying to get you a sponsorship with the powder mix back there.
Yeah,
Might be
save-
Manscaped,
Save the
Oh,
breed.
the
Manscaped.
lawnmower 5.0.
Yeah, so we're getting to almost a 2-hour mark. I think it might be time for our next segment, Tyler, to kind of wrap things up. Again, shout out to you fans. Shout out to Russ Hilderbrand, record show, record viewership. I really have no words to describe this. This has been amazing. So, Tyler,
Well, hey, guys, I can tell you this. We're not out to be anybody. This is what we do, and we're going to have fun with it. And I love my wife, and
Thank you.
yeah. I want
We're
to
t-
thank
we're- We're talking about the who's who in pro stock pulling. We talked to the Schmuckers.
Yeah.
We talked to the Connies. We talked to anybody in that class. And we're like,
We didn't,
Who do-
Adam,
who do
we
we
didn't
need-
talk to the Schmuckers.
I did. Absolutely did.
I did.
You know, at our live podcast in Louisville. You remember that?
Did we?
Yeah, I talked to
Tyler, you've had
Kevin
too
and
much-
Danny.
Let the guy talk, Tyler. You've had too much-
And they said that Russell Hilderbrand is the best guy in the world. Not just to have on the show, but one of the best guys. Like, you're highly regarded amongst your peers in the pro stock class. I'm glad that we've had this conversation because I'm going to come see your ass at a pool and hang out with you. I love you, man.
Russell,
No, yeah.
Now, I don't need to see your nuts or anything, but
Well, you're not going
I'll
to.
come drink a beer with you or so.
No, we have a bunch of different stuff, and then my wife's out
Yeah.
bombed, and we're having fun, and that's it.
I gotta go to Harrisburg in the morning.
Oh,
Russell, this broad is looking a little frisky behind you there.
Well, she got my back.
Yeah.
No, we're having fun.
Russ, we always like to. This is Adam's question. I'll ask it.
go ahead. Yeah,
Adam.
absolutely. Go ahead.
No, you have a very wide perspective, as we've heard. Motorsports and just you're a very well-rounded guy. The sport of truck and tractor pulling, we all want it to grow, and we think there's way more there to offer. If you had to change one thing about the sport, what would you change to help grow it?
Well, I think that my main thing would be to tighten up the sleds. It's going 400-foot bullshit and 350 and all that, and resetting the sled. It's a pile of shit. I've had enough of it. I've had it happen to me 2 or 3 times last year, and it's enough to piss the Pope off.
Oh, you're speaking right to Adam. Adam loves to say, "How long is the track? How long is the track?"
Well, we nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I know, but don't we set that effing sled?
No.
How can you go first to last? And then there's some guys that don't even have a tractor, which I don't give a shit if he does or not.
Well,
And he's on the safety shit,
Yeah.
and then he tells you you're done for the day.
Yeah.
You know what? And that's how I feel about it. I don't care if NTPA's pissed off or Pro Polar's pissed off or High State pissed off. I've had enough of it. Set the fucking sled at 300 foot.
yes,
Oh, Russ, let's
I
go.
love it.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
I know. You know what? I couldn't give a shit less. I mean, I can't make runs for free. We're out to make the crowd happy.
Right.
They couldn't give a shit if it's 300 or 325 or 350 foot.
I
Don't
always
at the slide.
I always just said there needs to be a line in the sand that is a full pull distance. If they're going to make us come back, then there's got to be a line for it where you go out and make a good run at about 340 and then they
Yeah.
reset it. I mean,
It's
you
bullshit.
nobody ever knows how far they're supposed to go. So I agree with you, man. I'm right there with you.
I don't care who's pissed off. I hope everybody's listening to us.
Tell him, Russ.
Love it.
Guys like us, we can't be making passes for the hell of it.
Tell him, brother.
I agree with you.
I love it.
And I hope everybody's pissed off.
Piss him off, Russ.
We're not pissed off, Russ. We love you.
Somebody needs to speak up about it, about Biden. He sucks too.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. And come down and shoot me. I'll feel better.
No. They
yourself. You'll shoot yourself.
I know what it feels like.
I'm just kidding, Russ, man. It's been.
I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I don't care who gives a
Russ,
shit.
I'm having fun. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm 61 years old. I couldn't give a fucking shit less.
Yeah.
Russ, I gotta ask you: have you ever been on a podcast and thought to yourself, "I shouldn't have drank that much"? Because that's where I'm at.
No, actually, I don't.
The hats come off.
I could call my brother and my nephew and my son and say, you know what, I'm coming tomorrow. I'm going to blame on you freaking guys.
That's all right. Where's your next outing, Russ? I know you're getting it back together. What's your next pull?
Well, we're going to fire Sunday, and then we get everything back together. We got the new rockers off of Phil, and he's good. He helps us out a little bit, and we're going to go to the Buck on June 8th? Yeah, June 8th, yeah.
Awesome.
Gotcha. And all your fans can keep up with you. I know Debbie does a good job on your all's Facebook page, but it's
the best
Debbie Russell Hilderbrand Loose Cannon Team page. Obviously, this has been a record show because you have fans, but I know you've gained a lot more fans tonight but by being yourself and telling your stories. So we like to always give a shout out to the competitors, the guests that are on the show to make sure that everyone knows that even though you are a competitor and on the track, you're one of us and you're a regular guy. So that's what makes this podcast fun.
Yeah. You know what, guys? I want to say one thing that I'm half tuned up. You should call the show the Half Tuned Up, by the way.
Yeah, we will.
And then, but all these years and all this bullshit, and I've been doing this around tractor pulling since I was born. I think I left the tractor pull was born with my mom. But nobody's looking out for the puller, and there's like they're paying money they paid for back in freaking the 70s and shit. And there's no recognition at all, and it hasn't grown. Mike's trying to get it to do better with the money, and all these organizations they need to get together and figure all this out, and
figure it out.
You have this poll, I have this poll, and then let's get some money in it.
Yep.
I mean, at least enough beer money,
right?
Yeah.
And I hope all them bastards are listening.
I hope they are too.
I couldn't give a shit less. I could quit pulling tomorrow.
But you like the people. You like the people. You continue to do it just like we do. We show up. Yeah, we want to win and compete and do all of that. But we also like
give us some beer money.
That's right. Give us some beer money. That's all we're asking.
That's what beer money pulling guy. He's cool as shit. And
Jason Schultz.
And I don't care. You know what? We don't really have to do this, but they need to step it up for the puller for a little bit so we can at least have some freaking fuel money. So,
amen.
And I'm speaking out. If nobody's behind me, I couldn't give a shit less. I feel like I feel like
Russ,
Dee Snyder.
We got you, Russ. We're not gonna take it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I feel like Dee Snyder.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah,
Dee Snyder. We're not gonna take it.
We're not gonna take it.
We're getting to the 2-hour point. It's typically the time we wrap it up. Russ, I got one last question. And thank you for your comments. We will be sure that this will be heard loud and clear by probably up to 20,000 people. I'm guessing 30, up to close to 30 with how viral this is going tonight. But one last question I got to ask you. Do you have some type of ear trick that you do or magic ear? Do you have is there some story about your magic ear trick?
Oh yeah, Harry.
I used stop. Okay.
How's it work?
Stop.
Oh, I got it. Oh, nice. Oh. Well, Russ, it's been a great show. You just gave your kind of last battle cry. Any final words as we sign this thing off? And thank you for coming on.
No, I tell you what. Hey guys, thanks for having us on. And I didn't mean to get weird about all this stuff, but I mean, we need to at least have some fuel money. So that's all I have to say. And
anything. You weren't weird. You were being honest. That's
Yeah,
I'm going to do it anyway. And I was nervous all day, like hooking up with you guys. And
don't be nervous. We're just dudes like you, man.
Yeah, we're just like you, Russ. I mean, I'm going to be looking your ass up this summer, and I'm going to be drinking you to a hangover. I promise you that.
Because Tyler's words are
my ass, son.
What you say?
You're welcome to try them.
He's calling you son.
Hey, wait, Russ. Do you think you can drink a beer faster than me?
Yes.
Oh boy, Tyler,
Okay.
you gonna put a beer on top of all of this?
I know you can't drink whiskey more than me.
To end this, I feel like Russ should get a beer and put it in a glass, and I will go get a beer and put it in a glass, and we're gonna fucking throw down.
You're gonna throw up, you say?
We'll get you
I'm
a beer,
fucking
Russ.
in. Russ said I'm in.
I'm a party animal, fucker. Come on down, baby.
Come on down now.
Oh, that's your dad. Be nice.
Hey,
Russ,
Russ,
your ass.
do you got a beer in a glass? Because I'll go get
Beer in
one.
a glass, red Solo
I
cup.
ain't doing that now. I just drank a fifth of shit.
Ooh.
I just drank a shit ton too. What are we doing here?
Just drink a fifth of vodka. Dare me to drive.
Tyler, he's sliding down.
I'm down. I'm standing up to go grab another beer. Do you?
This is a.
Okay, hang on. Russ, don't drink that. Russ, don't drink that. Grab yourself a sealed 12-ounce beverage and a clear glass, and I will go get one.
I hate beer.
You hate beer?
You just got done drinking a Corona.
Yeah, you can't. Hang on. You can't talk shit to me about drinking a beer faster than me and then not throw it down.
Not tonight.
I can tell you what. I'm getting bummed out.
That'll be for the next
right.
episode.
All right, Russ.
I'm bummed out.
At some point, you and I are gonna square off drinking a beer against one another.
I'll tell you what. We have. It'll be live.
It'll be
Live, baby.
Yeah.
You better be ready, you punk.
buddy.
I
don't talk shit often, but I will throw down right now. Honestly, Russell, I don't mean to brag, but I think the people want to see it right now. I think you should grab a clear glass. You should grab a 12-ounce sealed beverage, and we should end the podcast with a beer chuck.
All right, I guess. All right.
You're damn right.
Okay. Call him Dad.
Get my Corona.
Okay, you guys hold tight. I'm going to go grab a 12-ounce beer, and I'm going to grab a clear glass, all right?
I need a glass.
I need a glass. Hold tight.
Hey,
I'm not going to.
Russell, you're gonna kick this guy's ass. He's all bark, no bite. He ain't shit.
I have to say, Tyler.
I mean, who's he think he is thinking he can out drink?
I don't know what the hell he wants to do though.
Hey, I have to ask Russell.
I mean, a girl's light.
I don't want to.
He probably got water. He probably has a glass of water.
I don't want to bring it up, but are you a football fan? Or are you Steelers fan?
Oh yeah, we're 20
oh yeah,
miles away.
Oh yeah. So how many miles away?
About 25. Well, the way the crow flies, about 15.
So this guy's about to be bummed out whenever you pound this beer on his ass, right?
He ain't shit. You get ready to destroy this guy. You get ready to destroy him. Tyler, hey, Russell's kind of nervous about you, man. I don't know if you.
I'm not nervous.
Now,
we need a glass. Damn glass.
We need a glass. Need a glass. What you got there? Mick Ultra, Tyler?
Mick Ultra. Your fault. Fault. Any pussy can. God.
Russ,
you know what? This is not an eagle. This is illegal. He has a girl's. It's probably water.
Russell,
when I smoke your ass by 3 seconds, it'll be legit, buddy.
how's that right like my hair?
Wow, Russell, your voice has changed.
Oh my, I'm a Russell. Wait.
Oh boy.
I'm a
No,
Russell.
no. Easy,
No.
Easy.
Right.
Don't do that.
No,
We'll
no,
get-
no.
No. Don't do that.
Woman, stop it.
We're gonna get strikes.
No, we'll get taken off the internet. We've worked too
Yeah,
hard. We got a
our-
sponsorship waiting on us.
Our live stream will be taken down. Don't do that.
Give us
Russell's coming.
Hold on a second.
I'm trying to find an opener.
Wait, he's going to find out an opener.
Yeah, I bet you are, Russ.
I am.
Yep.
How did we get to this point?
I don't know.
This guy's unbelievable. I love
This
it.
is amazing.
They said he was wild. I didn't know it was gonna be like this.
Love it.
I love how somebody says pouring in a glass is cheap.
Tyler, I can tell your words are getting a wee bit longer.
Yeah, I got a glass.
Oh boy.
I
here we
got a
go.
glass.
Okay, no wait. I want what's that called in bowling?
Strike.
There's a
Getting your fucking ass kicked.
I can
That's
bowl
what
at
that's
the
fucking
moment.
called.
No, it's called a
Strike.
no, it's called a when you can't bowl too well.
A
And then
mulligan.
A gutter?
Oh, this is-
No.
Gutter
You know,
ball?
when you can't bowl too well, you get a handicap.
Yeah.
So I'm at 6.3 and you're at 2.3 beer.
Where do you come up with these numbers? Oh, you just cheated.
I know, but I'm full of foam.
All right.
No, let the foam fill. We don't need Russell getting an air bubble.
So what
Put
I've
the
got
foam-
here is a
put a
full
little
12 ounce
sweat.
beer. So I've got a full
somebody's
12
messing
ounce
over-
beer
somebody
compared to
working over.
Russell's. I've got a full 12 ounce compared to Russell's 8 ounce beer.
Shit too.
Yeah, shit too, brother.
I know. I got a bunch of bubbles. I got this half-ass thing.
Mr. Producer, are we on any bit of a delay? I don't want to get
We don't need
people
advance.
taking off early.
Be honest.
Oh well. But okay.
All right, Chase. Chase, count them down.
I can't see them guys. You're froze on that side.
Chase.
Frozen.
Oh boy.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh no.
What a
Oh,
moment. We got to bring him back. We got to bring
He's
him back.
gone. He's gone. He
I
freaking
refuse
broke the
to do
computer.
this.
He
I
broke the
refuse
computer.
to do this without him.
Wow. There's no chance they get that thing back on, I don't think.
No. That was the biggest moment of our podcast right there when he just.
Yeah, well, I think that will be a good cliffhanger for futures, right?
Was
Deb-
he
Deb-
ducking me or what? Was he
Deb
ducking
may
me?
have
I
Deb
think
may have sabotaged that. Just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Well, I don't
no.
think we want to make our fans wait on this, so this could be a good pause.
Hang
and-
on.
No.
We got to
Tyler-
give that a couple minutes. Chase, get him back on.
Guys, there's no chance this is happening again because
No,
it was.
I
it was
can.
quite
I
the
cannot.
process.
I cannot end tonight in that manner. We must get them back on.
I think you've already proved your point tonight with all the Woodford you drank.
Well,
So,
I don't-
folks, for anybody that wasn't paying attention, so Tyler's had a half gallon of Woodford Reserve that was sitting back on the table,
Yeah.
the cabinet behind him, and he's made it through every single episode from the first episode to the last one that we just had on
Thank
the
you.
same half gallon
I'm good to
of
go.
Woodford Reserve,
I'm good to
and
go.
he's probably going to drink the next one all tonight.
I'm very. I mean, I'm over halfway.
Tyler,
This was
It's a
This is
fifth.
this is just like talking the pits. What kind of gear are you running at the Polish Championship in your tractor? Now you're a little more loosened up.
A gear you can't pull based on your minimal stroke.
Yeah, this sounds like a Dave Portnoy score.
Yeah.
So
Chase,
We need to
I could
finish-
tell you my gear, but you're running a 4-150 stroke, and that is not going to pull the gear I'm running.
are you sure?
Yeah.
It's actually 4-inch, not 4-150. Don't give me too much credit.
Yeah. Is somebody
Anyway.
going to get them back on so we can
No,
end this?
it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So I think
I
Are
it's-
you
think Chase.
kidding me?
I think Chase kicked him off.
Man,
yeah, I called Marvin
was-
Epstein and kicked him out of here.
I was
think-
amped up.
I'm telling you,
What?
he like lunged into the computer and it went down. Like he's not coming back. He's not coming back. So
Does somebody have their number? They can like FaceTime them or something.
He had the beer out. He was going to do it.
I'll
Dude,
call.
I was ready to crush them.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Okay.
This could be interesting.
Chase, FaceTime them.
Hello.
Hey, Debbie, I was just checking. We lost connection.
Hello.
Yeah, we lost connection. I kept trying to bring you up, and he said I wasn't getting on the right connection. So you want to hit it up again?
Is everything okay?
No, everything's good. So I can bring it up again.
Yeah. Just go back to the same link and click on it.
Y'all don't want the smoke, brother.
Russell didn't get scared, did he?
Pardon me, sir.
Russell didn't get nervous. He still wants to do this, right?
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Russell's good.
Okay, just go back through the same process and just go to the Facebook Messenger and click on that link, and you'll go back through it again.
Jeez. All
right.
we needed was another 2 minutes of their presence, and we would have been over with it.
He's really loud, but okay.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is go. No, he's having fun with you guys.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll just make sure we don't upset him.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he loves you guys.
Yeah, we love him.
We love him too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody but Tyler. Yeah, just go back to the Facebook Messenger, turn the computer on, and click on the link.
So, what our viewers are seeing right now is honestly the aftermath of the No Practice podcast.
No, we're not giving up. We're here. The fans are still watching.
We are here.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no shit. We are here.
Yeah.
You guys froze on the screen. Okay, no,
Sorry,
No,
we've gone
I
off.
was you got scared, Russell, but we're trying. I believe you.
Nobody shuts us down.
Trust me, he's not scared.
I know.
Okay, so wait, let me start again.
This.
Okay, what I need to do is go on.
What do I need?
No, go to Facebook. Go to Facebook and go to your Facebook Messenger.
Facebook login.
Yeah.
Log on to Facebook. I don't know what my password is.
Okay, so when I go log in Facebook, what do I do next?
What's my password when I go to log on to Facebook?
Yeah,
what's
when
my
you log on to Facebook, go to the Messenger. And I sent you the link. Just go to the link. Yeah.
No, Russell loves you guys.
Yeah, we love him. Yeah, we love everybody.
We love Russell too.
Chase.
Yep, that's me.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yep.
hit it. Okay.
Hit that link and then delete Facebook. After
Adam,
that. Facebook
Adam,
off.
what these people are seeing right now
Oh,
is
there we
the
go.
hey,
Uh-oh, we're back.
Russell, you son of a bitch.
All right. Official sign off. Here we go.
Hey, Russell,
We're gonna do
show
it.
us
Hey,
the inside of
Russell,
your
Russell,
cup.
don't turn the computer
Russell,
off. This
what
time.
you got in your cup? What do you got in your cup?
I have probably about 10 ounces.
Show me. Oh, that's looking weak. What do you got? Where? I didn't even see the
You're
fluid.
drinking water. You're 3.2 and I'm like 6'9".
I'm drinking
I'll do it
water.
anyway.
You got like 6 ounces.
Jesus
in that.
Christ.
Let's just get the whiskey out.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna do an official sign off here. Russell,
right.
any
Official
final words?
sign-off.
Because once this is done, once it goes up, we're going off air.
Yeah,
Okay.
Russell, with your 6 ounces of beer.
Wait a minute. There's probably
6.5 ounces.
All right, we'll make it 8.5.
I got the bulletproof vest on.
You're gonna need
Yeah.
it.
Well, Russell still ain't at
Thanks for
double
getting locked back
digits
in.
when it comes to
I'm
ounces on
wearing
beer.
one.
Come on, Russell.
He's topping it off.
He's topping it off. Look at this.
All right, hold on.
Uh-oh.
I've got a full ski here.
Hold on.
I'll patiently wait, Russell. I'll patiently wait.
All right, here's a. Okay, there you go. All right, pussy boy.
It's
Yeah,
your son.
jeez.
That's your son, Russell.
Yeah, Russell, we're pals. Come on, what are you doing?
There it
Topping
is.
her
I
up.
just put it on the thing. Ready?
All right, show us
All
your
right,
cup.
wait.
What?
Show us
Wait.
your cup.
This is our sign off. Hey, after y'all turn these up and we see who's the winner, we're going to congratulate them and we're saying goodbye. So, any final words here, Russell? Thank you for coming on the podcast. We'll bring you back. Any final words here before this
This
challenge
drink
goes
off?
down? Yeah, like this is it. We're signing off on this.
I don't know too many people from Iowa, but you guys are all right, man. I appreciate it.
And none of us from Iowa. It's great. Let's go.
Hey, listen, Mike and Tate's my good friends, and thanks for having us on. And I hope we didn't mess it up too bad.
No.
How many ounces you have there, Tyler? Because it looked like you just lost a couple.
He probably has 3 ounces. You
All
ready?
Right, here we
I'll
go.
count. I'm going to count you down.
Adam,
Okay.
count it down, and then we'll sign off.
I'm going to count you down.
All right.
All our fans, No Practice Podcast. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh!
I got drive in the morning, and I love.
Oh, that was close.
Hey, Chase.
Good night.
So now don't not gonna.
A wrap.
Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the No Practice Podcast.
Have a good one. Bye.
Stay tuned for the next episode, where we guarantee there still won't be any practice.